in, I believe it was one of these two tournaments, as we are actually just about to get underway. Unfortunately, the players did join. They joined up right immediately. So if we can just head right back out onto the pitch, DFH Stadium will be the host for semifinal number 1. Any expectations here, Lawler?
Good Rocket League.
Good Rocket League.
That's a really generic answer, but I honestly expect this to be pretty close. You got to give it to the first seed primarily. But if mistakes like that come out, it's going to be pretty easy for the squad. Just a mistake on defense. First Killer just plays it past, wins the initial 50-50, but his teammate nowhere to be found. Pirates backed off for some reason. He was going up and leading into the challenge. Twos is a game about getting that touch first. You have to make a play on it, because if you don't, someone will be there to punish you.
And sometimes you're just going to get scored on, too, and you got to brush it off and continue. As Pirates with a big miss there. Reddles looking for first Killer. Bounce off the sidewall again as Relly sends it way downfield. That's going to hit off the crossbar. I thought that might go in.
You thought it was close, but it fooled you a little bit as a good challenge comes out from Reddles. Ball being controlled primarily in the midfield. Just waiting for Reddles to see if he wants to take a pass. A demo play is going to come out early as well. Fortunately, doesn't get the ground pinch. Easily saved by Reddles and first Killers. They bring it back downfield.
Relly picks it up. Sorry, that's first Killer. Stopping the play here. Pirates looking for the pass to Relly. Relly can't get there, so he will try to bump. That's going to get sent downfield. Relly, a little bit of boost. He makes it just in time. First Killer with a big whiff. Rattle's the only one back. Super comfortable in the ones position. Willing to take on 2 to make sure his goal is defended. First Killer picks this up. Relly right there. Sends it off the sidewall. It's a good idea. Just get it away as Pirates resets. Rattle's on the pickup. It's going to be a high shot. Pirates sending it to the corner. Good idea. Always get the touch on it. Try to send it away from whoever you're playing against. Long clear. Belly, that's on target. First Killer gets there just in time. I don't know why I even doubt him.
Yeah, some of these plays have been interesting. I'm trying to determine how the play style is. Big thing I'm noticing right away is a lot of bumps and aggression coming out. And just weird challenges altogether as that one almost sneaks its way by. Reddles has an easy save. Should be able to pass that up to his teammate. But you're not really seeing too much control. There's a lot of times when they have open space or being given open space. Primarily, Reddles had a chance when he popped that up off the backboard rather than taking it. And a shot like this as well. He's forcing it into midfield despite the pass not being in his favor. Just needs to back off, hold on to it, force a challenge, draw somebody out. But instead it ends up giving away possession. And seeing that from both teams actually early on here.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Both teams kind of doing just that. As Relly with a big whiff. That'll get sent away by Reddles. And not seeing a whole lot of possession game, really, from Spoodwhip. Paranomics is trying to at least get some control on the ball. Of course, with Spoodwhip right there, it makes it a little bit tough. And so we're just seeing a lot of long clears or just long touches. No real control coming out. That's something that we'd expect from either of these players, really. Reddles comes up. It goes for a bump instead of the ball challenge. First Killer way to the backfield. A definite miscommunication there.
Yeah, just weird to see that. He's the only one up. His teammate's nowhere in sight. So even if he does get that demo, the ball's going to settle in front of the net. So kind of confused on that scenario on why he's going for it in that attempt. But you see it again there. Rather than going for the ball, again, they choose to bump. It seems like a bump first, ball second mentality, which I can't say I've ever seen before. Obviously, like I said, I'm new to the 2 seed. Maybe that's the go-to meta currently, but I want to say it's not because we've only seen 1 goal. Could be wrong.
Not necessarily the meta. I think it's more them trying to play a little bit of mind games and make Spoodwhip watch them instead of the ball. Maybe just trip them up a little bit. Of course, with that 1-goal lead, we could be pretty comfortable with just that as Pirates nearly own goals. It luckily goes off of the corner. Tries to send it away to Reddles to first Killer. Really nice little control pop there. Trying to just get it away from the box as Pirates looking for a pass. That will die out quick, though. Right back to the midfield, and time is starting to wind down. Spoodwhip had some offense there for a bit, but they just cannot seem to get out of their side. And as I say that, they're up in formation, can't get the pass going. Relly right there to slow it down, wait for Pirates to respawn as Reddles demos him again. First Killer right into the net.
See, now this is how I want to see a demo. Watch how Reddles plays this. Wins the 50-50, knows he has a teammate back with full boost, and immediately goes for that last target. Gets the challenge, which takes it in their favor, and then removes the last threat. Really well done. I want to see demos done smart, not just because you can.
Maybe the mind games are working.
I mean, hey, if it's one extra thing you got to fear for, I get it, but a lot of it just seems wasteful.
Reynolds on the pickup, pass over to first killer, looking for the touch.
Goes
Doesn't quite get it. Could have been a fake, but with both defenders there, just gets sent away, and on to the other side we go. Reynolds, nice little pinch here. Relly is there, just covering, making sure first killer can't get the shot, trying to get a little control on it, but the ground pinch pops it a little bit too far, and right back into the box Reynolds goes. Stopped up, Pirates, pick up, can't get the flick. Relly backs off. I thought he was going to challenge that. First killer slow to the ball, gets the second touch off of there. And right back into the corner we go. Really just Paranomics killing time at this point.
Big difference, though, you're starting to see with this lead coming up for Paranomics. A lot of aggression. It's the first time that we've seen controlled aggression from one squad. Even the delayed play here, they know they need to get two, but it's not going to matter. As the challenge comes out, just leaves it on top of his hood. That goes game 1 to Paranomics. Now, the big thing as well in this tournament is it is a single elim. It is do or die here. So first game going to Paranomics does put them in a good position, only needing 2 more to close out the series and move themselves to the grand final.
Yeah, that they do. And we saw first killer and Metals just comfortable more than anything else. They felt like they were in control the whole time. Relly and Pirates kind of slow on the uptake, and anytime they had any sort of chance, they were either off target or they were easily blocked out. And you mentioned bringing out a defender, something Paranomics was trying to do, I think, with the bumps and just getting in their heads, but Spoodwhip was not able to do that at all. There was absolutely no control of the game on that side, period.
A lot of it's because of early aggression. I mean, you see how fast first killer and his teammate are moving in comparison to the other side. When you're playing this super fast and continuous rotation, you have the ability to catch them kind of as you're moving already. It just becomes a second nature. The times where it wasn't working in the beginning of the series is when they're not going supersonic, they're playing a little bit slower, and they're just bumping for the sake of it. But when you have that play going, the balls are being already pushed towards the other half, so they can just do it in like a sweeping motion as they're working their way through. And it opens up a lot of options, but control there from first killer, that's what you want to see as he plays it past Pirates over the top. Fortunately, does get stopped by Relly, the teammate there in the wing. Gets underneath it, pops it up high, but immediately downfield. It is challenged by first killer. Unfortunately, can't get it, but a second touch. Can he get the double? No, he plays it across, and it looks like Spoodwhip is going to get away with one.
Just for now, as Reddle sends it right back to center. Pirates right to first killer on the open net and in. Bit of an unfortunate touch there for Pirates. It was awkward coming off the backboard.
Not only that, but look at his minimal boost. 0 boost for Pirates there on that back wall. Can't get any power behind it. It ends up just centering for the other team, and on the same side, you see Reddles. Even though it's not important to that play because the play has already been developed, Reddles is going across. He's going straight for that 100 boost so they can sustain that offense yet again. So what makes these guys the #1 seed, their ability to deny and apply pressure everywhere on the pitch. But this one, is that going to sneak underneath?
Reddles will clear, though. Set up for first killer. This is moving towards the backboard, trying to double tap this in. Not quite. Pirates is right there, but luckily he didn't need to touch that as it goes wide. Now Reddles right back into the center. Relly, a jump up and leave it for Pirates. Just trying to keep first killer at bay. Does kind of seem like Paranomics not necessarily going for all these crazy bumps and demos for basically this entire game. As an open net here, Relly trying to pass up to Pirates. Pirates can't put it away again. So many missed shots on both sides already.
Yeah, he had a chance there. You have to put those away, especially against a team that's playing aggression. They get this win, and it puts them at match point. Can't leave anything to chance. As the first killer is going to pick up another boost here in the midfield and plays it up high, forcing Pirates to go up. But this should be an easy read for first killer. As it drops down, he puts it over the top, trying to get over Relly. But it doesn't go in. He's going to turn and go for a challenge.
I'm so surprised. First killer, usually very accurate. I have kind of lost track of how many shots have been missed by both him and Reddles. As Relly sends us out, Reddles trying to read the play, just slowing down the move to the other side here. Spoodwhip can't get any control on the ball. First killer right where he needs to be every single time. Relly finally a little bit of control, grabs some boost. Reddles right there to challenge and a pinch out to center. First killer up for this. Just keeping the play alive and trying to keep it away from Spoodwhip. Already halfway through game 2, and Paranomics very comfortable with this 1-goal lead.
Yeah, great defense from Spood Whip, though. That's a lot of aggression, bumps and everything coming across. Minimal boost, but they're able to hold on. Just a matter of if they can maintain control. You're going to see him go for a dribble, pops it over one, does get a shot. Should go corner and mid. If he goes for a demo here, it could work out. But first killer able to get it clear. Should relieve some of that pressure as we're 3 minutes into match number 2. Ball pinched out in the middle, pops up high and going to go back towards the midfield where Reynolds is already waiting. He pops it up as well to his teammate. Need to beat one more. Pirates trying to find something. Nobody goes for it. It's going to settle into the midfield. Everything kind of resets.
Very nice, really nice little clear here. Trying to get set up here, trying to read the play. Pirates is right there towards the net. It'll be high. First kill to kill. Rally chance in.
Just trying to see how the shot was played. So an immediate touch by the team of Spood Whip does put it in a dangerous position. Just don't know if first killer is ready in time. He's having to jump straight up. Obviously, the most dangerous spot for the ball to be is right above that backboard. And unfortunately, his touch, not the best. Instead of redirecting it, putting it to a corner or somewhere else, it ends up falling right in front of his net. Makes it an easy tie-up here for Spood Whip.
Really to pick up out of the corner. It's just trying to move it towards the net. First killer stopping it, just keeping it away from the box completely as Relly
passes across, shot in. What a play. What a play coming out from Spood Whip. Using that space being given. You see first killer, he's trying to get another touch on that and pop it downfield, clear the ball, but because it goes over his car, it ends up falling into the lap of Relly, who plays it across the Pirates. An easy 1-2 pass puts it in the back of the net. And a change of events here for Spood Whip, who found themselves pretty much on defense the entire time. Can they increase the lead more? No, challenged out. But with a minute left, they need to hold on to this. You can expect to see Paranomics play even more aggressive, but Spood Whip is handling it well.
And they really are, actually. It's quite refreshing to see first killer and Reddles have a decent challenge here as Relly popped up here. Can Reddles back it off? Yes, he will. They got to get that long clear, though, as Pirates is way up on the play. They do have the lead here with less than a minute. You think they'd be a little bit more defensive as first killer popped up. Pirates to stop. Nice little flip through the air to keep it going the way he wants it as Relly pick up here. Stopped by first killer, right back to Pirates. Looking for the pass. Reddles is up, sends it away. First killer chasing this down. Gets a touch, stops Pirates' advance. Relly right there, just out of the set of circumstances. And Pirates, oh, not a great touch. He's got to follow this, and he does. Reddles right in there. Can't quite make it happen. Relly to Pirates. First killer. Trying to take some control on the other side. He wants to tie this up. Send it to overtime. Pass over to Reddles. Gets control. Just popped up. Not much doing on that as Pirates is out of boost. First killer to send it away. There might be a chance here. Relly, keep it on the offensive end. First killer trying to get cheeky with it. Pass over. Relly to get in the way. First killer. This could be a shot. We've seen him make shots from here time and time again as Relly pops it up. First killer low on boost. Relly is there. He'll send it away. And that'll be the end of the game.
Great last 30 seconds there by Spood Whip. Big change of play style as well. Obviously, they're trying to maintain that 1-goal lead. So what do? Rather than applying this continuous pressure, which can make for an easy counterattack, they sit at the midfield and they just play the ball high and above the net. Expends a lot of boost, forces the team to go up for it, and eventually kills that clock. But obviously, we saw that transition downfield. All it takes is a couple passes, and Paranomics is on the other side in a scoring possession. But luckily for Spood Whip, they're able to hold on. They tie up the series. We're now 1-1 apiece, and we move on to game number 3.
Paranomics were trying to block out some of those passes as well. It was most of the time it was fruitful, but those 2 goals right there were the direct result of some sort of pass play trying to either be executed or extremely properly executed, as there was a bit of a mistake there by first killer there for the first goal. Don't really expect to see that too much, and I'd be willing to bet that they just took that little bit of time that they took to calm themselves down and get themselves back into the right focus. We'll see how it goes here in game 3. Pass over. First killer, that is on target. No, just off. Metal's bumping out Relly. First kill a little bit slow to the ball. Relly recovers well, sends it away. Pirates right there. That's towards the net, and not quite in either. Man, that woodwork is getting pounded this series.
Yeah, a couple of good attempts from both sides. Just No follow-up. You can see these guys are starting to respect each other more and more rather than going for that typical follow-up and applying and sustaining that offense. They back off. They don't want to give up any mistakes. They're playing it a little bit more careful as compared to the chaos that we saw in game number 1. You're not seeing those bumps and demos anymore. You know these guys are rather playing a more organized play as a shot comes across, saved by Relly. Able to get a nose on it just barely. There's another touch from Reynolds, just trying to find a way to change up the possession. Doesn't want it to go into a flow of the other side. See another one there from First Killer, played back down. Can Reynolds maintain it? No. Stopped by Pirates, trying to go for the second touch, gets bumped out of the way. And again, it switches hands to Paranomics.
First Killer up for this, just going to send it away, get himself reoriented, let Reynolds grab some boost, and they'll get back going again. Nice touch there from First Killer, but Relly to chase it down. Reynolds can't get there in time. This will leave the goal open. First Killer cycling around, he'll send it away, find some open pitch. All the way to the other side as Relly picked up into the corner. Reynolds, can he recover off of this? Both players on Spood going for the touch there. That is on target, blocked out. Relly sends it down the line, and off the wing we go. Pirates a little bit too far back to really make anything happen. First Killer realizing that just a little bit too late, and Reynolds following too close. That leaves the goal very vulnerable. And a good pickup here by Reynolds. Slow play. Trying to play off of Pirates. That should set something out here for First Killer. Relly will slow play it instead. Popped up here. First Killer to meet him in the air. Sends it away. And Reynolds anticipating that. Nice little pickup here. We've seen a lot of ball control this game, and it's refreshing to see as Reynolds can't pick up that center boost. Going to go off the ceiling. Can he make it happen? Off of the block by Relly, and it will get sent away by Pirates. And First Killer right towards the net again. Off the wall, and Reynolds shoots and scores. Finally, long play, but they made it work.
Despite it happening almost 30 seconds ago, all that begins because of the play from First Killer. There's two players moving downfield for Spood Whip, have control. One player gets demoed from behind on his rotation back. It completely stops the offense and kills that momentum. They're able to bring it back down the other way. And eventually just this overwhelming pressure of shot after shot as a clutch save. Can he make another one? No. Great response only a couple seconds later from Spood Whip. They tied back up.
This is great here, Pirates. Nice little control flick here. Actually gets one by First Killer. I'm going to call that a not great save at all. First Killer needed a better touch than that. I think he was going for the pinch off the crossbar, which of course is dangerous, but we've seen him do it plenty of times, sending it very wide and just away from the net. It's all he needed, really. Fortunately for him. Can't do it as Reynolds takes a shot here, blocked out by Relly. We've surpassed halftime. And again, we're tied at 1. Reynolds will let this go, just sends it away as he gets slammed away by Relly. Reynolds up for the pass. That's on target. Decides not to get the touch, though. Relly right behind him. I think Reynolds might have his sound turned down because he should have heard him there. As Pirates takes the shot. First Killer with the flying save. God, shot after shot. It's just towards the net, then towards the net again, towards the other net. Constant pressure from both sides, even from the other side of the pitch.
You're starting to see these guys lack the control that we saw a little bit ago. A lot of ping pong back and forth. These guys just launching the ball to the other side. Part of that is because they don't want the pressure on their half. The other part is because they're respecting the pressure of the opponents. The ability to, at any point, launch that one side or the other. As you see it from here, First Killer putting one on target. Should be an easy turnaround for Relly. He decides to slow it down, and that's what I want. He was given space. Rather than throwing away the ball, he forces a 50-50. He now has a 2-on-1 from it. If they slow it down, they could have went for a demo there, but unfortunately not on the same page from Spood Whip. But it's the right idea. They're putting it into play, but a pass comes out. Can they be punished for it? They can. All it takes is one from Paranomics.
And I love this play here. Good little pickup here from First Killer. He had the boost to make this happen. Flick over. Reynolds exactly where he needed to be. And right in. Pirates and Relly had no chance. They couldn't quite position themselves just in time. Now, Paranomics take the lead. We've seen them hold a 1-goal lead in game 1. Relly puts one on target. That will be credited as a save to Reynolds. 1-minute timer goes off now. Pirates right past First Killer, and we're tied at 2.
Two's in a nutshell here, Ninja. Doesn't matter. You put in all this effort on one side of the field, and it doesn't matter. Or a mistake comes out like that, something you don't expect, and it completely leaves you out of position. But all that matters is your teammate is there to capitalize, and Pirates is. He ties it back up with a minute left. This obviously being a pivotal match. Winner of this goes on to match point and puts them 1 game away from going to the grand finals.
The money round looms after this pass to first killer, read by Pirates. Pirates has the experience. He knows well enough to know that that needed to be interfered with as Relly over to Pirates, but Reddles is there as well. Nice touch off of the wall. Relly covers excellently, I should say. Nice little control here. Grabs a little boost. Gonna go for it off of the sidewall. A little freestyle action. Careens into first killer. But Reddles takes control. Less than 30 seconds. We could see an overtime as Relly grabs it up again. Spoodwhip making the move
what a
towards
read.
the net. What out of the corner? What is that angle?
Watch how he plays this. So he corrects himself midair with actually canceling his flip. He stalls it so he can land better on that wall and then follows it downfield. There's only one place for Reynolds to go, and he gets there first. That angle is just even... I don't even know how he planned to do that. I don't think he did, but the fact that he put himself in that position, you have to give him all the credit. With only 12 seconds left, this could be their chance.
Reddles out of the corner. Relly, nice stop. This will be first killer to pick up now. Off of the sidewall, trying to control it. Couldn't quite make it happen. Relly will send it away. Yeah, Reddles just can't get any control on it, and Spoodwhip will go to match point.
Well played by Spoodwhip coming down at the end there. Showing up when it matters most. I mean, you're looking at this bracket and where these guys stand. They're going against the #1 seed right now and just giving it to them. I thought it was all over. They had that play. It was a 2 versus 1. They had a chance to score and really put it away. But then off of the mistake, there was a miss on the right-hand side of the field, which ended up centering it perfectly for Pirates. And from there, they get a victory after that weird corner angle that, quite honestly, shouldn't have happened. But, I mean, that's twos in a nutshell, man. Yeah. You have to be ready for everything, even if you can't expect it. Like, it's... Twos is... I'm trying to think of the right word for it, but there's no real leniency in twos. Like, you either play perfect or you get scored on. Especially at this level.
And especially from that angle, as Pirates picks this up off the kickoff. First killer popped it up. That's a better pop. Sends it away as Relly takes control. And already the action hot and heavy into game 4. Nice clear as Pirates just trying to send this away, get a little control. Not going to happen. He has Relly to back him up. Reddles can't get past Relly. Back pass, beautifully done, well executed play by Spoodwhip to just send it away. Use the momentum of the ball. Now Pirates alone on the offense. Relly picks it up from here.
What an
nice
angle.
worm burner and in.
Great placement coming out. Spoodhype just getting better and better as this goes on. That pinch from first killer, not sure if he meant to do that. I think he wanted to get a little bit further back on it so it would pinch down that wall. But instead it pinches right in front of his net, lands in the face of Relly. Plays it far post, gets them caught off guard. Well done by them.
Oh, what a dunk. Reddles had to backpedal quickly there to challenge Relly in the corner. Relly's just going to let this one float on by. I think Pirates might have called him off on that. Pass over to first killer, looking for Reddles on the offensive end. Not going to work. It's first killer again, looking for Reddles. Reddles trying to get some boost. That's going to leave that. Pirates electing not to touch that ball. Leaves it for Relly. I think he had a better view of the play there.
Oh, what a pass.
Double. Slow plays from Spoodwhip. Shot. Relly wasn't expecting it, and that's in.
Okay. Okay. All right, first killer, I see you. Great challenge. He's rotating out and causes a 50-50. It pops straight up. So the clear initially is completely neutralized. But then first killer gets that perfectly off the bounce, puts power far post, completely catching Relly off guard. What a play from first killer. Way to be there.
First killer's so good at reading little plays like that, just seeing small opportunities and capitalizing immensely as Reddles popped this up. Pirates and Relly grouped up together. They're a little bit mixed up here as there's a ton of space between them now as Relly pass over to Pirates, looking for Relly again. Shot towards the net. It's high and wide. That's another shot towards the net. First killer, another pop-up. Really flying for this, looking for the pass. That's going to fall down. Pirates just slowing down Reddles at this point, trying to get Relly some time. Grab some boost. Relly low on it. Pirates off of the ceiling, looking for the clear. Didn't quite get the flip he was looking for. Just wasn't comfortable with it.
So interesting choice by Pirates there. He had a one-on-one and decides to go for a pop-up and then a fake. rather than the fake first. If he goes for the fake first, it actually enables him a little bit more space to take the shot, and then his teammate can move in, but it doesn't matter. Fortunately, it doesn't work out either way. It goes back the other side, and surprisingly enough, First Killer is able to get that back into midfield. Just quick consecutive touches, one after another. I don't know how they managed to find those. Both of them are facing towards their own net at midfield. That should be a goal for Spood Hype, but they find a way out of it.
It's just one of those intuitive things that First Killer's been so good at. I mean, practices it so much, and like you mentioned, the one's knowledge from before. Then he's got this backup in Reddles. It's one of those perfect storm sort of twos teams that, honestly, if I ran into these guys, I'd be shaking in my boots.
Well, I have run into these guys, and I can tell you it's not fun. It's quite frustrating, because every time you think you have time, there's someone there putting a shot on target or challenging you either way. But Spood Hype's not over yet. Still plenty of time on the clock with 2:10 as he wins a 50-50 here. Gets played into the corner. But slowing it down here, you can see the threat. He goes for the flick.
Beautiful.
He had a free shot, and he throws it away. Trying to get that extra power before Pirates can rotate back. But the setup was there again.
Yep. Just got to execute. Sometimes they do have a little bit of trouble with that. And no, that's okay. They're not perfect. They're human after all. Relly shot! Reynolds manages to dodge Pirates, send it away, and First Killer to pick up. Move to the other side. Beautifully defended there as Reynolds now looking for the shot. Can't find the angle, and Relly sends it out. Looking for Pirates, but First Killer's right there. Relly, luckily, he was able to grab the boost and just not clear it too hard. He's got to get some control on this. Both Reynolds and First Killer threatening. Pirates was committed on the play a little bit early for that. Now First Killer looking for the angle. Reynolds is there to support. Relly can't get the touch, and Reynolds will just knock it right in.
Yeah, a little bit too telegraphed on this one. As soon as that ball started going up, it's one of the difficulties of going for an air dribble is in this day and age of Rocket League, how good people have become. You're pretty much telegraphing exactly what you're going to do. In this case, it's either he's going for an air dribble, but because his car is to the right of the ball, you can tell he's trying to push it back inside for a pass. Makes an easier read for Paranomics, and they're able to crash it the other way, get a goal.
Pirates, good coverage here. First Killer stopping him up. Relly now looking for the pass. First Killer reading it well, just challenging and getting out of there. Reynolds up for it. That's a big miss there by Pirates. He's going to have some time to recover here. Now Relly looking for the carry. First Killer banged out of the way, but Reynolds reading it as well. Good team defense there. As time is starting to wind down, First Killer on the open net. Relly right there off the crossbar now.
Still 35 seconds in the play, but at this point, this is where Paranomics looks their best. Aggressive and up and on offense. The confidence that they play with when they're up, I wish they would bring to the entire match, because it basically makes it impossible for this other team to play against as they're fighting for their lives on defense. Another challenge coming from Reynolds. It's going to sneak on by, but First Killer is there. He gets the goal, puts him up by 3, and with it 17 seconds left, can almost guarantee we're going to have a tie-up in the series, and we're going to go the distance to Game 5.
Yeah, and Pirates just could not get any control on this. Needed to send it the other way. Unfortunately for him, it popped up off the fender and sends it towards Paranomics, and now it's a 3-goal lead. Obviously, it's a tough pill to swallow here for Spood, but we are going to be seeing a Game 5 as the real rule number 1 might come into effect, or will Reynolds and First Killer just let it go? Yes, they will. Paranomics, though, I mean, that's
I'm glad you know the real rule. You've been, what, casting for like 2.5 years? Something like that?
2.5 years, man. I know
so you know the real rule. I'm going to clarify for you, chat, for those that don't know. There's a Rule 1 going on in the community that is wrong. People think it's when you lock nose to nose or side to side, you have to stay there. It's not right. The original rule number 1 is keep the ball up in the air as long as possible, because in the past, that actually used to be hard to do.
Yeah.
People couldn't actually aerial at some point. I know it's crazy to think about. But the real rule number 1 is to keep the ball up as long as possible. A lot of people forget about that.
None of this nose to nose thing. What is that? Come on. That's rule 1.5. I think it's been kind of dubbed that. Anyways, yeah, Paranomics kind of a, I don't know, I wouldn't say necessarily domination, but they did seem to find their accuracy a little bit more, and Spoodwhip just didn't quite have the answer for it. Spent a lot of time on the Paranomics side. Let's probably should be able to carry that momentum into Game 5.
Yeah, a lot of it is their playstyle changes. I mentioned it towards the tail end of the last game is when they get a lead, when they are feeling confident, when they feel like they can make mistakes, they play better. They play without consequence in their mentality. And it creates this really fast aggression, really boost deny heavy offense. And it suits them. It makes these kind of quote unquote ball chasey styles viable because it doesn't give the other team any chance to breathe. The difficulty though is if one mistake happens during that, it all falls apart and you have to rush back onto defense. But that doesn't really happen for Retals and First Killer. They play their style well, and if they would just continue with that, they would overrun pretty much all the competition that they come to face. Just initially they play a little bit slower, mistakes come out, and that's when you start to see Spood Hype cause some attention, but like an easy one all the way downfield. A quick counterattack. They hold off the defense, nothing difficult for them, but Retals as well on the back end. He stops Pirates from being the only one back.
Yeah, Pirates was, I believe Pirates was on the way back, at least getting ready to challenge.
Yeah. He met with Retals. He had a nice little kiss there and bumped him out of the way.
Nice little pow right to the kisser.
Yeah, was not good for Spood Hype. Unfortunately for them, they lose a goal from it. But another attempt here from Relly. He's gonna go high and actually place that down. That should be a
spicy
goal. Oh, just barely missing.
It's
a good idea though.
Touch too spicy there for Pirates as he came flying in from the midfield. Now First Killer looking for said clear. Retals just grabbing some boost and buying some time here for his team to get reset. Paranomics looking to play a little bit reactive more than anything else as Retals nearly got the First Killer touch. Could have been disastrous, but a nice recovery. Shot from Relly, blocked out by First Killer, of course. There's First Killer, kind of a master at positioning. Now both First Killer and Retals going for this. It'll be Relly trying to get some control on it. First Killer to challenge. Can't quite convert that opportunity into a much-needed goal. Oh, they both back off. Playing a little chicken here on the ball as First Killer demos one, trying to get in the way of Pirates. Retals just stays back. Let's First Killer try to work his magic. And Spood Whip not even phased.
No, he doesn't have to do anything. If they're going to give them that much space, why give it back? They're the ones with the lead. Like, obviously, one goal isn't enough, especially in twos. But if you're going to leave that much space between you and the opponent, just hold on to it. Make him come to you, force a 50-50, draw a defender out, because it makes it a little bit too easy for them if they bring it back down the other way. So, smart play from them. No need to force it.
Retals has been having issues with that side wall. Decent clear here. Pirates is right there looking for the pinch. It'll be Retals looking for First Killer. First Killer is up, blocked out by Relly. Well done by Relly to pre-jump that one. And Pirates sends it on down the line. Retals off the wall. Trying to carry this through. He was looking for a bit of a ground pinch there. Couldn't get on top of it as a shot from First Killer. Pirates blocks it out. He was already up for the challenge. Now, chance the other way.
Pinched across midfield. Easy pickup for First Killer. Doesn't have much boost, so he's just going to launch that downfield. Probably the smarter play anyway. Picks up the corner boost. As the ball goes back and forth. Met by the other teammate of Spood Hype, but it pops up high. Pirates does get the first two. He's going to get a second touch as well with that reset. But again, immediately pushed back downfield. The downfall for them is it hits the ceiling, so it makes it an easier read. Back and forth we go. The ball into midfield, played in the mid. This could be a chance for Spood. All they need to do is get a shot on target. It goes all the way downfield. And just like that, Spood Whip has tied up the series. He's trying to pass that midfield for a teammate, but there's someone already there. He just needs to clear it up to the teammate. Well done by Spood Whip, able to hold off. I keep wanting to say Spood Hype, as that would be the exclamation for the team after getting that goal. But Spood Whip indeed is the team name. As they get another chance here, he launches it downfield, plays it up high. But a good pass dropped down by Retals should allow him to carry this out. Gets to the wall, doesn't get a second touch. He ends up wave dashing and catching up to it. Gets a demo. Can he get the other one? He's trying to go for the other goalie, but Pirates backs up.
And my internet burped.
Oh yeah, welcome back.
Ah, thank you. Thought I could join it. Thank you, whoever my ISP is. Oh, that's a shot from the midfield. Relly right on target.
It's a good pass back to his teammate. A lot of times when teammates hit it off that corner side or that side wall in the midfield, they try to play it downfield. In this case, he plays it actually back towards his teammate, so his teammate can get to it first on the rotation. So well done by him. As Pirates and the rest of the squad to get there, but a demo coming out. Reynolds going for the demo instead of the ball, or rotating around. What happened here? Cheats up on the kickoff, goes for the demo instead and gets the boost.
Don't think he was paying attention to Pirates on that one at all. You have to anticipate the fact that there's going to be, a cheat up on that play, and just didn't. Have a little bit Michael Bay on the play. That's all right, I suppose. Although it might lose him the game. Reddle's getting a little bit frustrated, I think. Or just trying to get in their heads, trying to play the long game, but you don't have a lot of time to be playing the long game. Now Reddle's again out of position. We have actually seen this before. Relly, 2-on-1. Stop up.
Oh, no way. And he gets a bump. Man. Spoodwhip it's like the complete opposite of playstyle. When Spoodwhip feels confident, they slow it down, they control the pace, they work passes in, and it looks great. Obviously, this 50-50 is a little bit lucky, but the bump, totally calculated. And then for First Killer, it's the complete opposite. When they're feeling confident with Paradomics, it's super aggressive, in your face, boost deny, non-stop aggression.
First Killer tried to read the pinch there. And I have to agree with you. I mean, it's all just aggression, grab boost all over the place. Just get to the ball as quick as possible, no matter who's around. Now they're starting to chase a little bit, and it's really just breaking them down. 30 seconds left here to score 3 goals. I've seen them do it. It's a matter of actually executing it, and Spoodwhip definitely feeling it. They have backed off. Just defending the net more than anything else, trying to slow the play down as much as possible. First Killer takes control towards the net. Reddles is right there, looks for the top corner and out. As the 10-second timer goes off, I think that's going to be the nail. Yep, just stopping the ball. Good move.
I mean, you can see it from Pirates in every single challenge there. He's making sure to hit it second. He wants them to come to him. He wants to go for that trade of 50-50 because he knows every second he does, it completely kills that time. And Spoodwhip, in what is an upset over the #1 seed, is going to win here 3-2 in the series. Well done by them.
Yep,
in a controlled style of play, something that I really like to see.
Spoodwhip seated at #5. So, yeah, I mean, I think that would be considered an upset, all things considered. Overall, though, I mean, the series was pretty close, let's face it. I mean, Spoodwhip really gave Paranomics a run for their money. Or I should rephrase that. Paranomics gave them a run for their money indeed. I mean, it could have really gone either way. I mean, Paranomics took that game 4, and they were looking pretty confident. And then I think, maybe 3/4 of the way through this last game, it just fell apart. It's like Reddles kind of lost his way, and First Killer just couldn't keep up at all.
Yeah, it's almost like a little bit of panic set in, where there was numerous times where they were aggressing downfield, and then one mistake would happen. And that's kind of what I was talking about. When you play this very fast, aggressive play style, it's a domino effect. If one thing doesn't go your right, whether it be a pinch or someone misses a touch or whatever it is, it's a quick counterattack, and you saw that. The expectation that's created. There's times where First Killer would just pass it into the midfield because he expected Reddles or someone to be there, and he just wasn't. And it was an easy counterattack for Spoodwhip. So things like that are why that playstyle is very strong, but also has a very low to it as well. So back and forth they go. Unfortunately for them, they drop out, and congratulations to Spoodwhip. They're going to be in the grand finals, guaranteeing themselves at least $200.
Speaking of the grand finals, up next, we have Plot Twist versus Sway Esports. Duking it out in the second semifinal of the night. Who will move ahead to the grand finals and battle Spoodwhip for that share of $1,000? They could win $800. Let's see who moves into the money round up next. But before we find that out, let's check out the new C40 controller from our friends at Astro. We'll be right back. Semifinal 2 is just about to hit your screens. Ninja Rider and Lawler bringing you all the action. A fantastic first semifinal, but the second semifinal is looking extremely promising as well. Plot Twist versus Sway Esports. The newly picked up Sway Esports, I should say, Alpha Kep and T. Carell, literally 2 days ago.
Yeah, looking great. Big thing for me from 2 days ago with T. Carell is taking a victory over a LAN ETS over in Montreal. Congrats to him. Obviously playing with not the normal roster. He's playing with some of the guys from, I'm pretty sure it's Bread, just because they have to have a full Canadian squad. So excited to see him making it out here after winning a big tournament. He's going to come and stop by us, gracious folks as well. So shout out to Rocco and T. Carell and the rest of the guys. Appreciate everybody, as well as everybody in chat, everybody who's coming in and watching the stream, as well as paying attention to the tournament. Round of applause for you guys. Obviously, there's something else you could be doing on Monday, but you're spending it here with us. So thank you.
Of course, we have to mention Plot Twist. Taroko and Mektos, staples here at Beyond. Considered by many to be one's gods, at least in the Beyond tournaments, usually making their way into the finals. Always on stream. And now they've teamed up to see how they'd fare. Made it to the semifinals. But, I mean, honestly, this is going to be a challenge for them. I think we're going to see another Game 5, be honest with you.
I mean, I'm taking a look at their history so far, and right now they're 3-0. Haven't dropped anything yet. So, playing pretty consistently, 100% win rate. Looking at their previous matches. Let's see, they played the boys. They played Haha. Trying to see if there's anything notable. Sosa's pretty solid. If you guys don't know Sosa, he's an OT. He's an OG vet. As for the boys, Trey and Duck. So, I mean, Trey, another good 1s, 2s player out there as well. So, obviously, they've had a little bit of competition on their way here. I honestly feel like if I'm going to make a preemptive thing, obviously, as a caster, I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm trying to create some drama, trying to get you guys behind some stuff. I think Sway's going to take it all. I think Sway has a really good chance right now. I know T. Carell has probably had the best 2-3 weeks of his Rocket League career over the past, month here. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. Now he's picking up Alpha Kep alongside of it. Like, what's not to like about that squad?
I have to agree with you on that one. I think Mektos and Taroko will have their hands full for sure.
Right. So that's
not
my
calling
opinion.
a sweep.
Now tell me why I'm wrong. That's what I want. Tell me why Plot Twist is going to win.
Because Taroko and Mektos can literally 2v1 just about anyone on the pitch.
I mean, I can 2v1 anybody on the pitch too if I got 2 on my side.
And what I mean by that is Taroko can take on Alpha Kep and T. Carell, and Mektos.
Just giving you a hard time.
They're just so, like, they're one of those, they're the sets of consistent players that will pull anything out of the hat at any time, no matter the circumstances. It's insane. The things that they can do when they start to get creative behind the ball. But we are going back to DFH. Have a look at the beautiful field here. And honestly, though, I have to agree with you, honestly, because
I mean, the easy answer here. The easy pick here.
It's not even the easy answer, though, because I want to root for Taroko and Mektos.
I mean, the easy pick, though, is to go with Plot Twist. Mektos is the champ right now.
Yeah.
He's got more wins than anybody else. Everybody else is tied for second. Well, 6 people, but pretty much everybody else. So Mektos is the leader right now, and he's trying to continue upon that. This could really set him apart from everybody else. So,
but like you mentioned, with all the momentum that T. Carell has right now, and Alpha Kep can keep up with him easily.
I don't know. All I do know is that we're gonna have a good match on our hands, and that's the exciting thing about it. But let's get it underway. Sway Esports Plot Twist best of 5 semifinals. Winner goes on to the grand finals for a chance of a share of $1,000. Only splitting that 2 ways. A lot of cash in your pocket. Let's do this.
Let's do this indeed. Players are on the pitch, ready to go. Got the engines revving. The countdown is on. Your second semifinal is underway. Taroko, an interesting kickoff strategy there, but it sends it away. Mektos on the pickup now. Alpha Kep has control. Taroko trying to block this out. He does very nicely. Action fast and furious early here as T. Carell gets the center, but Alpha Kep was back for boost, so they're going to keep pressure alive here. Into position. Off the backboard high, Mektos has to go for it, and that pinches off and away towards the corner. Not even 30 seconds in, we've seen, 3 shots already from Sway Esports. Like you mentioned, all that momentum just helping him out here as Taroko. Oh, what a pinch. That's going to send it all the way down the other side. Luckily, Taroko got enough of it, send it away from the net, but right back on offense is Sway. Taroko denies. 45 seconds in, I think the ball has touched the orange side twice.
Yeah, it's been pretty insurmountable when it comes to the pressure, but the big thing I'm paying attention to is watch the spacing of Sway Esports. No overlapping, never on top of each other, and it's a little bit different style. They can't get to the ball as quickly as a team like First Killer did, but what they can do with it is spread the field. They can spread the defense thin, and they can put great passes across field. So, fortunately, it didn't work for Paranomics. We're going to see the opposite of what you can do with a really aggressive play style, and you see these guys working in sync. Play across, immediately goes into an open play, tries to go for pass, but the solo play is always an option as well. Good ceiling shot coming down.
Oh, big bump there by Taroko onto T-Corel. That'll leave AlphaCap and Mektos in a 1v1. Now Taroko gets involved. Luckily, AlphaCap gets a piece of it and sends it up and high. Now T-Corel. Do anything with it here. It's off the ceiling. A little bit awkward. AlphaCap will back off, looking for Taroko's shot. Does come through. That's dangerous. T-Corel sends it away, sort of. Mektos was on the way back, so it worked out for him this time. Taroko, pick up. Pass. Not going to connect. T-Corel nicely placed here, and physicality coming out on the plot twist side, and that's pretty much been the defense so far. But it looks like Plot Twist are starting to figure themselves out here as T-Corel bounces it off of the backboard.
Now, in my own experience playing in twos tournaments, I think one of the most frustrating things is, despite having a bunch of offense, and in this case, having 4 shots to 1, is they actually going to sink that in? He does! Great play, but a mistake coming out on defense from Sway. But all of it leads because of Taroko, the ability to come across and get a demo swing and deny the boost on the respawning player, and then still get there in time for the goal. Well played, aggression coming out. And that's the frustrating part that I was talking about. They have all this offense. They put in all these shots on target, but no goal to show for it. And all it takes is 2 from the rest of the squad of Plot Twist and 2 goals for it.
We've seen Mektos and Taroko do this in the past. They get that pop-up kickoff, and Taroko instantly challenges it and right in. AlphaCap couldn't do a thing about it. He would have had to anticipate that completely and try to meet that in the air. We've already just about hit halftime in game 1, and Plot Twist starting to dominate. Honestly thought that Sway Esports would be the more dominant fashion here. They have had a lot of offense. Taroko to block it out there on the shot from AlphaCap. Now Sway slowing it down. Towards the net we go. Mektos perfectly positioned to send it away. AlphaCap takes a bump from Taroko, so he can't catch up to the ball as Mektos moves it downfield. Looking for the bump on T-Corel. Not going to happen as AlphaCap and T-Corel not phased by any of this. Trying to keep some control. T-Corel towards the net, and Mektos is there, but he can't get the touch. Finds the bottom corner.
Yeah, Mektos has got plenty of spacing on this. He's in a great position, but it's the pass that catches him off guard. We talk about it so many times that if you pass the ball, if you share with your teammates, you can move faster than anybody else on the field, and that is exactly why. He's in a great position. He's not cheated up too far. He's far back enough to where he can make a save. But as soon as it gets passed over to the other player, it doesn't matter. They launch that downfield. They get a goal for it. But the pressure's still on here from Plot Twist.
Oh, that was beautiful. Rolls it off the hood. Forces Taroko away from the ball. Now Mektos recovers off of the wall. Gets the flip in. Can he get another touch? No. AlphaCap to knock it away. Minute and a half left. T-Corel towards the net. It's off. AlphaCap to cover. Nice play.
That's a tough situation for Mektos on the back there. As soon as he sees his teammate miss that challenge, he's going all the way back, and he plays it somewhat correctly. He jumps up preemptively because he has to get a touch on it, but then he tries to jump across, but it doesn't matter. AlphaCap is on his heels. Doesn't have much time to think about it, just tries to go for the effort. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't work out, and then in a matter of seconds now, we are all tied up. So game number 1 here in the series between Sway and Plot Twist. It started early as domination from one of the squads has been equalized. His ball played in the midfield. Going to settle down as T-Corel gets it. This could be another goal and another opportunity as AlphaCap just puts it right on target. The save is there, though. What a play from Plot Twist.
Taroko just getting there in time to send it off of the crossbar. This is really dangerous. T-Corel getting a great 50. Mektos towards the opposite corner. Good move. Sway gets in position to try to break this tie. Taroko right there to send it out. Now Alpha Cap has to race back as Mektos off of the wall. Did we see some more heroics? Above Alpha, and T-Curl can't get there in time. A beautiful shot from 3/4 of the field.
It's the same frustrating thing they find themselves on defense yet again. And all it takes is one air dribble and shot downfield. Great decision-making by Mektos as well. All he has to do is get one connection on it. He draws one defender up, and that's a positioning thing. He's retreating backwards as that play happens. But a 50-50 neutral save by Mektos. Good hustle.
Good hustle indeed. Mektos had to run all the way back from the boost to make that happen. Expecting Taroko to win that as Alpha Cap keeps the pressure alive. They're trying to tie this up here in the last 30 seconds. That is a long shot. Alpha Cap will clear it out away from the box. Mektos just keeping the play alive. Trying to kill the time. T-Crow with a critical miss. It'll be Alpha Cap to rotate around. Taroko gets to 50. Got some momentum on the ball now. T-Crow picks it up. Dodges one. Can't get past Mektos. Alpha Cap lets it bounce. One last try. Low on boost. Looking for T-Carell. Pops up. T-Carell towards the net. Mektos blocks it away. Alpha Cap can't even recover in time. Instead, Taroko gets involved. That just sends it to the other side. And it will be Plot Twist to take the win.
Unfortunate circumstance from there. They go for a last-ditch effort. They know they have to put one away. That pinch sending it all the way downfield completely squanders that. And Plot Twist holds on to what thought was going to be an easy win for them. Sway battles back. They keep it close within one. But eventually, Plot Twist, our higher seed, does come in and take the win. What a game one, man. A lot of action, both sides, but 12 shots from Sway. 12. It's a lot of pressure. Accuracy. I mean, that's not even accuracy. Like, twos is a weird one, man. When you put that many shots on target, you're just trying to draw a defender out. It's just the follow-up wasn't there. Plot Twist was always able to get a touch that kind of removed that pressure. And because there's one less player on the field on both sides, there's a lot more boost to work with. So trying to find sustained offense is a little bit more difficult, and that's why you see a lot more demos coming out. But other than the couple from Taroko that came out, nobody was able to really find success. So congrats to Plot Twist getting game number one. We go here into game number two. Let's see who takes it.
You mentioned the follow-up by Sway as Taroko could take control here. I mean, you mentioned the spacing. Oh, double demo! All right, Mektos gonna just put that one on the open net.
You know, I just harped on it, saying Taroko was the only one to find success in demos. And here he goes and proves me right again. A double demo coming out. Pretty easy to score on net when there's literally no defense there.
Keep the momentum going. That's all they got to do at this point. Alpha Cap is up for this. Can't get it past Taroko. Taroko known for the fast-flying saves. We've seen him do it many times in his ones career here at Beyond. I think a lot of people would argue that both Taroko and Mektos considered an astronaut at this point. Alpha Cap gets it past using the woodwork. Beautiful done.
He's just taking his time. He's got some space. He's like, yeah, I can air dribble this over. And then rather than controlling the ball, he controls Mektos, bumps him out of the way. He just sets that on a good path and bumps him out of the way.
Aim for the nameplate. Always been told to aim for the nameplate. Don't aim for the car, aim for the nameplate. And you'll probably get a decent bump on it. And that right there is what happened. Great pass to Taroko from Mektos from the goal. Not going to result in much here, but it will apply pressure to Sway. Alpha Cap is up for this. Can't quite find the angle, and Mektos is there again. Mektos looking for the pass to Taroko. T-Carell gets in the way. Alpha Cap there to cover. Just keep the ball moving towards that blue side as Taroko racing for the boost, gets it. Now Alpha Cap has to back out, and that will relieve a lot of pressure for Plot Twist. They're going to slow this down. Flip up again, and a demo. That's pretty much the formula there for Taroko.
It seems to be working. Why change it if it's not broken? Fortunately, 50-50 doesn't work in his favor, but his teammate is there to back it up. As they're trying to find something in the midfield. A lot of corner play coming out from both of these squads. Usually the safer route, but an immediate counterattack saved by Mektos. Both these teams doing a phenomenal job of making saves while retreating backwards.
Seem to have worked the kinks out from game one. Taroko again on the demo, looks for the double. It's 2-on-1. T-Carell just pops it away. Beautifully done. Can't get it past Taroko, though. Off of the sidewall. Taroko. Oh, a rare miss. Alpha turns it around. A miss again from Taroko. Mektos is there to cover. Taroko really more or less just applying pressure as TKRL flies for this and just keeping the play alive here. 3 minutes left. Still, I mean, it's mostly just pressure at this point. You mentioned Sway trying to bring out defenders, and Plot Twist have been very patient when they're in the box.
Yeah, the difficulty they were having, despite this pressure that's now starting to come from Plot Twist, was that all these shots coming from Sway is actually leaving them susceptible to a counterattack. But when slowing it down like that, you're forcing a defender to move up and draw somebody out of defense, and that's how they get their goals. You see it perfectly here. He slows this down. Rather than forcing on target, he forces Mektos to make that challenge, and then it allows for the follow-up from TKRL. Great change of play style coming out from Sway. It's working out in their favor. Just a matter of can they maintain it. We're halfway through match number 2 here. Series game number 1 went to Plot Twist. Starting to see if Sway can match it up, but it's been a back-and-forth battle the entire time.
I'd like to mention that Alpha Kept got that demo on Taroko. Oh, he demoed
gonna
himself on
just
Taroko, but
muscle his way
Taroko
through?
just said, no, no, I'm going to shove this way through right into your net.
So same thing. He slows this down, and then the unique thing he does with that challenge is he gets higher than it, and then when he jumps into it, it puts this extra pressure downwards and bumps the car out of the way. It's one of the reasons why you want to continuously move on defense. You find yourself cemented, you have no momentum going through the ball. It makes it really easy to just power it through. But that 50-50, the heads-up play, it doesn't matter.
Done. Beautifully done here by TKRL. Just pops up here, rocks it off the hood in a backflip, recovers well, just sends it towards the net. Oh, it was a work of beauty. Just sheer brilliance there by TKRL, turning an defensive nightmare into an offensive opportunity as Taroko picks it up here off a kickoff. And Sway find themselves in the lead. Of course, Plot Twist can strike at any time. This game is literally a page turner. As Mektos towards the net, TKRL has to rush down and get the touch he was looking for. Fortunately, it does not result in much more than that as Alpha Kept on the pickup.
Smart play, though, by TKRL.
What's that?
That ball in the midfield, he has no boost. Rather than forcing it or trying to go for it off the wall and throwing away possession, he just backs out. He knows it's not a pristine opportunity, so he just lets it go. Why force something when you don't have to? Goes back, gets boost. They're able to play defense now.
Mektos trying to move this up. Alpha Kept looking for the layover, not going to work. Mektos able to send that away. Keep this game to a 1-goal difference, but the time is starting to wind down. Sway, it almost looks like they're out of control. They're taking a lot of shots. I mean, 8 shots by Plot Twist. I think most of that was in the last couple of minutes or so. It's Alpha Kept battling it out here. Taroko backs it off, pops it up, looking for Mektos. Mektos has to whip it around, but TKRL covers well. This is off target. That's enough to just relieve the pressure and keep that ball on the Plot Twist side. And a great demo there. And they're just going to let the ball float. I mean, it's a great strategy. Just, it's not doing anything. Might as well just let it go. Oh, TKRL, you know what? No, let's make it
working out perfectly. I mean, it's working out perfectly for Sway. It's exactly what they want to do. Rather than force anything here, it's the same thing that we saw in the first series. You're backing off. You're enabling them a little bit of space. And all that time is just being wasted and taken away at the clock. And then as soon as a mistake comes out, in this case, a demo opens up an opportunity, and nobody's there to challenge it first. So they just move up, take a shot, and they put it away. Working out really well for Sway, giving themselves a 2-goal lead here with 30 seconds left. They take this one up. They tie up the series.
Plot Twist trying to turn it around, just get some momentum, I think, for the next game. Mektos is a little bit too far up on that play. Beautifully done by TKRL indeed.
Just a good challenge here. He's getting followed, so 1v1 kind of mentality is where you want to stay really close. Even though they're both, or one of the teammates is retreating, in this case it's Alpha Kept, he stays close because it limits the amount of options that Plot Twist has up on offense. And as soon as he gets to the position where his teammate, who's in a better position, can challenge it, he backs off, rotates out, and a challenge comes from TKRL. What happens after that is just good mechanics. A half flip and a shot immediately on target. Puts them up by 3, and with only 6 seconds left, we're going to see a tie-up in the series here from Sway Esports. As the ball touches the ground, there it is. Tied up in the series, a 5-2 victory for Sway, and a convincing one at that.
Convincing indeed. Once they found their groove, they really started to just start firing off shots, and they started to sink honestly, I mean, Plot Twist found themselves a little bit mixed up, a little bit behind the ball, I think, and they're starting to get a little bit desperate in their clears.
Yeah,
Saw the control from Sway, and I think that right there was the game changer.
It's exactly that, Ninja Rider. The reason why they got that control is because it was given to them. Too many times when you see these plays and these teams develop this aggressive play style, they just push the ball away from them every single time. And when that space is given, Sway's punishing them for it. They're keeping it close to their car. They're forcing someone on the other team to come up and challenge it. And the times that they don't, that's what's being used to draw to a defender, or a demo is coming out, and they're able to get a goal off of it. So well done by Sway. They make the correct adjustments to get a victory here. But now it's up to the other side. Plot Twist, what adjustments can they make to stop this offense from scoring?
They're already starting to space out a little bit. Mektos stayed way back on that play. I think they're going to start thinking a little bit more defensive, maybe just a touch more reactionary. Haven't seen a lot of boost control from either side either. Saw it a little bit from Sway. I think it was game 1. Saw a little bit more in game 2, but Plot Twist haven't really been doing that at all, as Alpha kept in a great position, decides not to take that shot. Plot Twist. Can't make it happen. Mektos. Decent shot. Just trying to apply pressure more than anything else, but Sway so good on the ball control. T. Carell looking for a pass. Mektos is right there. Tries to play it off of a savagery in motion. Just didn't quite work out.
It's just a great heads-up play on offense. He doesn't have any boost. There's not much of a flick he can get off of it. So again, he utilizes the ability to play it slow. He forces someone out to come for an attack and ends up rolling across the front of net. Unfortunately, the follow-up's not there, but the pressure was. Allows him to deny boost. You see another one taken there from Alpha Cap, who's just going to back off and let his teammate come in. Mektos expending a ton of boost to go up for that one. But unfortunately, his teammate not waiting in the wing. That falls over to Alpha Cap and the rest of the boys from Sway as they move up onto offense. Good defense coming out.
Sway has been just about perfect on rotation pretty much all the way through. Someone is coming at the ball at all times. And if there's a miss, they like to back off a little bit and kind of reset just a touch. Make sure they're good on boost, make sure everything's good to go, and then they start attacking again as T. Carell stays in this. Mektos on the pickup. Can't get past Alpha. Relatively easy there for Alpha Cap. Taroko! Alpha Cap able to knock it off of the backboard and send it away as Mektos challenges. Looking for the bump on T. Carell. T. Carell chases after the ball instead. Grabs that boost. Oh, well, wait. Okay, there we go. Little stutter step there. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what their biggest advantage has been so far is, despite being under pressure, despite being on defense and a lot of people trying to challenge them, they're calm. There's no real pressure in their play, and you can see it. Everything seems to be coordinated, even in times where T. Carell is low on boost. He's in his corner. They're under pressure. He just slows it down. He buys himself a little bit of time, and he brings it back the other way. So good decision-making coming out from him. Nothing too difficult. As he tries to go for a fake, it's easily read by Taroko, who puts a shot on target. He sneaks it past. Well done by Plot Twist.
Alpha Cap had to have gotten a couple of pixels of chrome on that ball. Yeah, just barely missing. Taroko, beautifully done. Realizing that he was under pressure, just send it towards the net immediately the moment he could, and it was in just enough time to finally score. We have surpassed halftime here. As now Plot Twist can breathe a little bit, but you know Sway is going to start to challenge a little bit quicker. Alpha Cap keeps it calm. Trying to read off Mektos, sets it up for T. Carell. Now a possible pass coming through. No, Alpha Cap actually backs off. Taroko right back in. It looks like the trenches are starting to get dug here in the midfield as Alpha Cap off of the sidewall, and Mektos will send it away. T. Carell right there. Oh, they bump into each other. That's the first little bit of miscommunication I think we've seen from Sway Esports all series.
Yeah, there hasn't been much overlap, but starting to feel the pressure. You know they need to play a little bit different style because right now those fakes are no longer working as Mektos trying to dribble backwards. This is going to challenge and creates a neutral, but his teammate completely backed off. You're going to see it again from Alpha. He decides to just launch it downfield. Benefit of this is it allows them to start that offense. He gets a boost 9 in the corner, but unfortunately isn't able to trap that. He wants to play that low and back across to his teammate.
Alpha grabs some boost. T. Carell putting some speed on the ball. Looking for a shot. Taroko gets just enough on it to send it away. Alpha Cap now grabs some control of the ball. Taroko challenges in the in midair. Sends it to the midfield. Now Mektos. Oh, fake. One. Alpha Cap Stopped up. Taroko right there, making a 2-goal lead.
That's just smart heads-up play. You've been playing fast all day long, and then you switched up. You go for the chess game. You fly past one. You now have a 2-on-1. And rather than forcing a shot or doing anything with it, you just kill the 50-50. You know you have a teammate behind you. And it works out perfectly. Well done by Plot Twist.
Alpha kept on kickoff. T-Corral back him up. Looking for some momentum on the ball. T-Corral actually slams into his teammate instead. Trying to get it past Mektos here. Goomba stomps him. That was interesting. Now Alpha Cap just trying to slow this down. They got to keep this ball on the offensive end as long as they can. Get some shots on the board. Only 3 shots taken by Sway. That's it. I mean, Plot Twist has been dominant. Shot coming out again from Mektos. And as time winds down, it's... Well, let's face it. Sway Esports. Do they need to be a little more aggressive? It's kind of tough because they're playing great Rocket League.
It's a mixture of both. So they have the, I guess, positional awareness to make these plays. So they are slowing it down. They know the space that's being given to them. But the difficulty is if that's the only play style you're making, it makes it very easy for Plot Twist to do because Plot Twist is playing faster. They are playing more aggressive, which means they usually control the pace of the game. And if they start slowing it down and they start creating these 50-50s, Sway's not there to make a challenge because they're playing slower. So Plot Twist is just doing what Sway was, but better with the added effort of getting to the ball first. So for Sway, yes, you do have to play faster. And there's 2 ways you can do that. You can either A, get to the ball first, which they haven't been doing yet. Or B, if you're not going to do it, you need to make sure that those challenges come across correctly and someone is there to support it. That hasn't been the case. Normally it has been a single player, in this case, normally Mektos, creating those opportunities and removing 2 players at his own. And like you said at the very beginning of the match, he can 2v1 the other team. We did see it when Kep, went for that air dribble and bumped the player out of the way, but in that match, you saw that 2v1 come out. Curtis, you there, buddy? You okay? All right, guys, I guess you're just stuck with me. Unfortunately, Curtis is no longer with us. He'll be back, though, whenever that'll be. I don't know what's going on his end,
Man,
but...
that was weird.
You okay? We good? You
I
alive?
think so.
I'm
gonna give my router a shot of adrenaline.
You do that.
Right to the processor. But yeah, no, I was trying to make the point that Sway, they can add some speed into their play, but they're usually pretty smart about how they challenge the ball. The thing is, the Plot Twist was, look at that goal. I mean, it's beautifully done. And the way he challenged the ball and pushed through 2 defenders, get that positioning down, maybe get some momentum going behind the car. That way they can transition into the ball more often. Is it spacing around the ball and around offenders to try to get that ball away from there and create the offensive opportunity on the back end?
I mean, I gave you credit, but you disconnected, so you didn't get to hear it. So too bad for you. You got to go back and watch the VOD. So
wow.
Unfortunately, you don't get to hear that. But the big thing I talked about is Mektos is working in not only getting to the ball first, but also utilizing the control. They're taking one player and basically winning a challenge on its own, right? So because of that, it's creating opportunities. As for Sway, and we apologize, you guys, we're kind of cleaning some stuff up. The server went down, so we're just remaking, so not a big issue. Just making sure that these guys, competitive integrity-wise, have the best server possible. But with the way that they're playing is they're creating 50-50 challenges individually, right? They have one player, in this case, Mektos, who's getting to the ball first, and not only is he removing one player on defense, but he's also able to create an opportunity then for his teammate, which leaves nobody in net. So that is part of it. The other part of it is because they are getting to the ball first, they can control the pace of the game. By getting to the ball first, they can decide if they want to go for pass, do they want to play a quick downfield? Do we just want to clear the ball? That opportunity is, what do you make from it? What do you want to do with it? And in this case, they're forcing challenges, which is exactly how the other side was doing Sway against them. So they're taking their own game and doing it just that much better. Now it's up to Sway to either A, play faster, get to the ball first, and try to dictate that pace themselves, or not fall for these traps. Not easily done, because right now, like you said, and this is the credit that I'm going to give you, Mektos is just doing it that much better. He is 2v1ing the other, or 1v2ing the other team.
And as game 4 gets underway here, Plot twist on match point to move into the finals. Oh, Mektos, what a beautiful shot, but Alpha Cap was right there. Great prediction. Send that away. Challenged by Taroka here. Flips it around. Alpha Cap slowing him down. T-Corral right there hovering, just waiting to strike. Strike he does, and Taroka is back. Gets booted out the window. Oh my god, Taroka, what a beautiful recovery. Mektos right back at it. It's Alpha Cap. Picks it up, and it's already back and forth action here, game 4.
A minute has gone by, but you're just kind of seeing Plot Twist go the way they were. Get into the ball first and pretty much playing it around the field however they want, but a demo possibly going to come out. No, he does get it. He's chasing him down. There's nothing to do, but what a recovery from T-Corral. Great clear coming out. He's got a teammate demoed. He's getting chased from behind. Comes off the lip, but it doesn't matter. Just a matter of time. All that boost being expended. And they put it right back in. A bump as well. You see Alpha kept flying across. But just a little dish off. A demo across for the teammate. And gets smoke screened, actually. Can't see through that. Working in those demos again. It worked for them really well in game 1. We see it here in game number 4 making a comeback.
And you might as well. I mean, it worked so well. And this one will send him into the finals. So let's combine all the forces. This is Mektos with the carry. Taroko has a shot. It's high. Demos Alpha while he's at it. As T-Corral gets controlled, gets demoed for his transgressions. And now Mektos picks up. Alpha kept a challenge. Plot twist. Set up for the shot. Looks like he got sent away there. Now T-Corral. What can he do? Need a little bit of offense here for Sway. Oh, get the fakes on. Trying for the center. Alpha Cap. Oh, Alpha Cap got out of the play. That could have been a shot. Just didn't quite see a way through as T-Corral picks up here.
Those of you that didn't see why we're losing our minds collectively, is T-Corral decided to go for a fake, but it wasn't a conventional fake. He jumped, backflipped, and in the middle of the backflip, he jumped again, stalling it underneath. So it looked like what was going to be a pop-up and an aerial, and he actually ended up projecting his card quicker to the ground for a recovery. What a play, man. Some mechanical play coming out from T-Corral as he makes another save and pushes it to the side.
T-Corral does not want to go down like this for sure. As Mektos off of the sidewall, T-Corral there. Oh, double commit. This is bad. Plot twist can recover. Yes, they will. Taroko just getting that in there before T-Corral could challenge.
This is good aerial control. Taroko first wins the 50-50 and then still in mid-air. Corrects his car, follows it down, traps the ball immediately. And that's probably the biggest thing that I'm impressed by is the fact that he lands perfectly next to the ball so he can play it back towards the net right away. And then he just muscles it in. Halfway through here in game number 4. Plot twist on match point, trying to guarantee themselves a minimum of $200 as a shot comes across. But the pressure is on. You can see this pace I'm talking about. They're playing so fast, getting to the ball as quickly as possible. Something from Sway needs to break that up because all it takes is one demo or one thing to go the opposite way. And they can find themselves with a goal opportunity.
And Sway do like to move up on the play. I'm seeing players, both of them, pretty far into the box. T-Corral pops that one towards the net. As they're looking for passes, they like to kind of move up on the box and try to crowd it just a little bit. And once Plot Twist sees that, they just get in the net and start defending his Mektos. Can't find that angle this time. They have the 2-goal lead, and really just comes down to pressure. As again, Alpha kept looking for control, bumps Taroko out of the way. T-Corral challenges Mektos. That keeps the play alive, but Taroko off of the backboard, able to play with that. Mektos on the layover gets the shot.
Something that you don't see enough, and something that applies to real-life soccer as well, is rather than continuing to move downfield, he actually checks to his opponent. He comes back to make sure that he's the first one to meet the ball, and then that shot is just pure beauty afterwards, going upside down and putting power towards the net. There's a reason why a lot of people have Plot Twist as the favorite, and you're seeing it exactly there.
T-Corral popped up on this. It's an open net. Taroko racing for it. Does get there in time. A 3-goal lead here for Plot Twist. You would think they would back off a little bit, but why break up the momentum? It's Taroko. Going to slow this down just a touch. Alpha Cap is there. Sends it up the wall. Trying to come off of the corner. Looking for T-Corral. Open pass. Set up for Alpha Cap again, but it comes down a little bit too late. As Mektos gets the clear. Taroko keeping pressure alive. Less than a minute left. Beautifully done here by Plot Twist. They're basically just killing time. Not allowing Sway to get a whole lot of anything on the other side. Only 4 shots so far. It's Tigrel getting set up here. Shot! Mektos gets the touch and sends it high. Beautifully done.
Not only are they killing the time by having these high lofted balls, but it's difficult for Sway because either they go up for that and they expend a lot of boost and can't get anything out of it, or they let it settle as Mektos. What a recovery! Look at this recovery. He lands, he flips backwards, keeps going backwards, and he carries his momentum with some style and just taps it in. A little cocky, a little arrogant, but damn does it look good.
I mean, if you can do it, why not, right?
I mean, that was pretty.
It was.
It was pretty. I don't care who you are. That was good.
Kind of stunned. Never seen him do that before. That's a new one. The Alpha kept just looking for something. Oh, plays it off Mektos. All right, yeah, get the consolation. A little something to take home.
Yeah, unfortunately, his challenge, he's just facing backwards. No matter how that 50-50 goes, it's going to pinch away from him, but Alpha had good spacing on it, too. Let it come back to him, and then he hits it. Not sure if intentional or not, but still with 10 seconds, uphill battle. Unfortunately for them, I just don't see it happening. And because of that, a big congratulations goes over to Plot Twist. They're going to take this series convincingly 3-1 and put them into the grand finals. A guarantee of that $1,000 prize pool is $200 for second place, $800 for first place, and they do just that. They will be in the grand finals. Excited to see how that best of 7 goes here next.
It's just, well, we predicted it was going to be a good one. I believe we both said Sway Esports. We were wrong, Lawler.
That's Rocket League, man. Nowadays, you flip a coin. Flip a coin. That's who wins. And maybe it's not. I don't know. That's how coins work.
But honestly, Plot Twist started to just dominate there in the last game. Tons of shots on the board. Great defense. And Sway had to put some shots up there. They ended up getting 7. Just wasn't quite enough, honestly. And it wasn't an accuracy issue. There was good defense on that side. And Plot Twist is going to have to take that into the finals for sure.
Yeah, it's a really decision-making playstyle that they went. Obviously, they had some difficulties when it came to this slow, methodical playstyle, right? They were slowing it down. They were forcing challenges out, which removed some of that pressure. And then they were able to get a goal off of it with a pass or off of 50-50. So what Plot Twist ended up doing is they started challenging sooner, right? So they get to the ball first. It allows them to dictate, okay, are we going to pass? Are we going to shoot? What are we going to do? And not only that, it also allows them to then force those challenges as well. If you're the first to the ball, and then you can also take that slow, methodical play style to your benefit and mix it up with some solo plays or some bumps or demos, plenty of opportunities for them. The thing that impressed me the most is what they did at the end, is they slowed the play down, high lofted clears, and the times that the other team didn't go up to challenge for it, they made sure that they were there immediately after that 50-50 developed. As soon as the ball came back down, there was someone there to challenge it immediately. And that's what enabled them to keep up on offense. Wasted a bunch of time. They got a victory because of it. So Plot Twist playing smart. I can totally understand why you said what you said earlier and why they're a fan favorite here.
And so with all of that going down, it's now time to move on to our finals. We are down to the final two. It'll be Spoodwhip versus Plot Twist. And of course, remember Spoodwhip, an excellent upset against our 2018 MVP and first killer. So who knows what's going to happen there with Spoodwhip. They just got to keep that going as they move into the finals. And Plot Twist, of course, they held their ground. They did very well and have I would say, even more momentum going into the finals. It's the $1,000 round. You're watching the Astronauts 2v2 tournament powered by Beyond and ASTRO Gaming. Up next, we crown the champions. Don't go anywhere. And so it begins. The money round. The finals are upon us. Spood Whip versus Plot Twist. The number 5 seed versus the number 2 seed have made their way through this decently stacked bracket, I have to admit. And Lawler, I think this is the first time you've commentated on a little Beyond tournament here. What do you think so far?
Yeah, I mean, at first it looked pretty as expected. I mean, Paranomics, obviously number 1 seed coming through the upper bracket, winning everybody in their path, and then all of a sudden they get upset on the other side. As for Plot Twist, similar situation through the upper bracket as their top seed on their side of the bracket, and then they come up against Sway, and it looks like they might sway themselves a little bit, but they hold on and do it in dominant fashion. So I think we've got an exciting one on our hands. Plot Twist to me, though, definitely looks like the strong opponent. From what I've seen out of the matches so far, very calm and collected and controlled play style, but packed with a whole lot of offense. But Spood Whip's chaotic play style may benefit them, so we'll see how this works out.
It should be a clashing style for sure, and definitely one to watch. Of course, just to remind everyone, this is the money round. This is the $1,000 round. Both teams will be going home with money. First place taking $800 for their troubles. And second place, the loser of this round, taking home the $200. So not a bad payout for a Monday evening, I'd say.
No, and I mean, the best part, too, is unlike other games in Rocket League, especially in 2v2, you have one teammate that you're splitting that with. So getting a little bit more of the prize pool in their favor. Obviously, leaderboards up on the screen as well, showing the championships, the players involved. The big one to pay attention to for me is on Plot Twist. Mektos, our number 1, winning a 1v1 and a 2v2, already has the highest amount of total wins. He's trying to add another one to that total and separate himself from the rest of the pack. There's 6 people tied in that second place spot. So we'll see if he can do it here as the teams are kind of just starting to get ready. They're joining the lobby quick, so we should be going here shortly for all of you in chat. Once again, as said earlier, appreciate you guys all coming and joining us. There's just roughly over 6,000 of you, just under 6,000 of you in chat coming to join us tonight for the $1,000 Astronauts Rocket League 2v2 tournament. So appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate, obviously, Ninja Rider here and all the guys working behind the scenes, the guys that don't get any of the love, the guys working production, the guys working on the graphics, all that kind of stuff. Big shout out to them.
Big shout out indeed. We are going to return to DFH. Champions Field was voted down by the players. We usually join Champions Field for the last round, but the players have vetoed that. A variety of reasons, of course, but of course we want to provide the best competition that we can, and that means the players must be happy and comfortable. So I think we're ready to get this thing underway. Let's get these players in. They're already raring to go. I can see them.
They're
just itching
on
each other. Fingers.
Yeah, they're giving each other a little bit of a hassle, but it's all good fun. Some friendly banter coming out. Tell them to be patient. They all want to get this underway, so let's get it underway. Best of 7, different from all the other matches. First of 4 wins in this one. Plot Twist in the blue, Spood Whip in the orange.
Oh, flip reset! Oh, Mektos coming out hot with the flip reset off of the wall. Pirates trying to grab some boost so he can defend his net, and Mektos flipping it over right at the last second. Pirates had no idea that was coming out. Bar down ski and everything, all kinds of style there.
I mean, you can see it on defense, too, from Pirates. He's cheating up. He's like, all right, I can challenge this. It's starting to come down to me. And that's what's so dangerous about a flip reset is it just pops right over the top of him. As Relly pops it over the top, he doesn't need a second touch. And what looked like a dominant performance at the very beginning is already equalized.
Yeah, Relly, nice little chip up here. Taroko trying to get there. I think he was expecting Relly to get another touch on that. And Relly just... nah, I think I'll just let it go in. No problem. 2 goals scored already, less than 20 seconds into game 1. I don't know if it's shaping up to be a Texas-style shootout, but it could be as Relly from the midfield. That's on target. Taroko, was there a bump there by Pirates? Because he didn't get the touch at all.
No, it didn't look like it. So that pass was played in the midfield, and that was probably the dangerous part about it, is when you're on defense and you're trying to make a touch, you can't put it in the midfield. Both these guys are kind of cheating up in this weird spot, but because they're not already coming from the net and moving towards it, oh my, okay.
Nope,
thought that was going to pitch in. Yeah, I thought that was going to pitch in.
It would have been a fastball right to the corner. Pirates keeping this one alive. Spoon Whip playing like they have something to prove here. Taroko trying to keep this one away, but not a great touch either. Relly applying pressure. Crossbar. Mektos is there to just block the shooting lane as Relly just keeping pressure alive. Pirates swooping in towards the net. Mektos is there. Goes with the ball. Pick up. And Relly there on the open net. Taroko not moving. Completely telegraphing the play.
Yeah, you see Taroko. He's needing to rotate back, but because Mektos plays that across to him, Relly's just sitting there. He's waiting. He's surveying the way this ball's going to go. Just sweeps in, has a wide open target. Good decision making by him. Staying close to the opponent, but also reading that well, knowing when exactly to challenge. Gets rewarded for it greatly because this ball immediately goes down to the other side. Settling into the orange half as Mektos trying to go for a shot. No reset on this one. Going to be challenged and stopped out by Relly.
Oh, that's a nice shot too. Taroko from offside of the ball. Couldn't put enough momentum on it. It was decently placed. It's Relly trying to chase this down. Pirates trying to get in Taroko's way on the rotation. That's racing up for it again, but Mektos is there. Nice little touch to send it down. Surprises Relly. Taroko shot scores.
It's a great play by Mektos. You called it perfectly as well. As that initial chase, getting to the ball first. That's how they were able to win their semifinal match. Get to the ball first, control the pace, and they does it that. It pinches out, catches the defense off guard. The follow-up is there from the teammate, putting him back within a minute and a half into this game number one. It started off with back-to-back goals, is now started to settle down. Same circumstance. Game is close.
Taroko electing to not go for that goal. There was some defensive pressure there. Played safe, got a little bit of time here as Mektos gets bumped out by Pirates. Good car control to keep it alive. Mektos out of the corner now. Pirates is there. Nice little touch to send it high, and Taroko couldn't predict what he was going to do. But right back in as Mektos tries to get reset. Taroko just keeping pressure alive, and the midfield boost control tempted by Mektos, but Pirates chases this down. Nice little pass to the middle, but Taroko is there. Pirates has to cycle back as quick as possible, but it's in the corner. Should be able to challenge this. No! Mektos on the demo, pinched down and in.
Just watching Pirates. He's got no boost. He ends up getting 35 to 47 on the way back. And the difficulty is because he's retreating for boost, he's getting caught off guard in that sense. When he goes to challenge, he's already too far forward, which allows them to push that over the top of his car rather than him challenging into the car. Because that, not only does he get demoed, but it also gets stomped on top. Puts a goal on target as Relly tries to come out of the net and get a redirect. Doesn't work out, but now it's a 2-on-1. Luckily for him, the dribble and the flick goes right towards him. He's able to fend it off, but matter of events, Ninja. All tied up yet again.
Indeed. Trey Wild here as Relly towards the net, just trying to force Taroko and Mektos away from their side, and away from the side they go, but they go on to offense as Relly right back to Mektos. Great save by Relly to shut down the shooting lane. Mektos still keeping it alive here. Relly can't grab the boost, so he's going to have to slow play this. Taroko not quite sure what he's going to do next. Not a great challenge as Pirates picks it up. Taroko chasing him down. Pirates trying to play it off of Taroko. Pops it wide. Relly centered. Taroko beautifully defended here. Tense moments here as we have surpassed halftime. We're getting into the closing stages of this game. And the scoring may have slowed down, but the action is still frenetic.
Good challenge at demo, though, on the back end there. Immediately after not getting that goal, both limiting boost. The immediate challenge comes out for Pirates. He stops that clear from happening. It buys that little bit extra time after the demo as well. Alleviates that pressure, but aggression coming out. This could be dangerous as a play into the midfield. A shot on target. Well, not able to get there in time. It's absolutely perfect top left. And just like that, Spoon Whip back on top.
Back on top indeed. Beautifully done here by Pirates. Relly just sending it towards the center. I don't think he was really expecting anything. The Pirates had the boost. Might as well go for it. Take the lead here. Now Spoon Whip can relax just a little bit, and that's going to force Plot Twist play their fast game, and a mistake may or may not come out here as 1v1. Mektos right there. Doesn't get the touch he was looking for. Now Relly is trying to get in the way. Forced Taroko to slow it down. And Taroko has so much ball control here. Gets the flip reset, and off the crossbar it goes.
Had the flip reset just a little bit too high. Needs to get above that and play it down. Could have had a goal, but unfortunately it doesn't. Counterattack opportunity from Relly, and Taroko doesn't get the save. Great counterattack from them, just bullying both of them. unfortunately for Taroko, he doesn't turn into that. He's retreating back. He needs to stay close. It's a ones thing. Limit the options they get. Limit that space. They do get a tiny bit. And that's all it takes. They now go up by 2 with 45 seconds left. We're still here at game number 1 of this best of 7.
Taroko, pop up here.
Tops, not a save.
That was a beautiful save indeed. Oh, a big mistake here by Pirates. Ektos looking to capitalize. They're out of position. It's off the bar. Taroko just to send it towards the corner. Trying to reset here. 2 goals in 30 seconds. It can be done. Patient but with speed. And I like this by Relly. Just slow it down a little bit. Just send it towards the other side. Force Taroko to try to catch this one. Get some control on it. Taroko does that. Trying to play off of Pirates. Now off of the sidewall. Looking for Mektos. A shot right at Relly. Time is winding down. That will do it here for game 1. And Spoodwhip will take this just before scoring another one.
Can't get that last one on the back end, but they can control it the whole way down. Man, for Mektos to start off with a flip reset goal, and then for that to go back and forth and back and forth.
And back.
Kind of tells us how this series is going to go. A lot of the changes, though, between both the teams. We see fast play, we see slow play, we see fakes, we see flip resets. That's what I really like about twos, is you do get a lot more space to go for some of these plays and open up opportunities. And both teams are trying it out. It's just a matter of who's going to do it better and who's going to minimize their mistakes. So far, it's been Spoodwhip. Clean defense and good counterattacks.
And I think the counterattacks have been the one thing they have excelled at completely, much better than Plot Twist. Plot Twist, most of their clear attempts kind of went to the wayside, and that opened up a couple opportunities for Spoodwhip to take a shot and just keep the pressure alive more than anything else. As Spoodwhip goes on here to just start pounding the net, just shot after shot after shot, forcing Plot Twist to rethink their strategy. The long clear wouldn't have even worked either, because most of the time Spoodwhip had someone back and ready to pounce if the ball crossed out of the box. And I mean, it's just well done overall by Spoodwhip in that game, but let's see if Plot Twist can make an adjustment or a few. Maybe some demos in the near future?
Yeah, it's just, we haven't seen any demos from them because they just haven't been able to. A lot of it has been kind of this rushed play style. And you saw it, I think, primarily when Relly intercepted that pass that came across the middle. Like, they're just trying to get it out. They're trying to force something from it. What a challenge and a good play up top. Just telegraphed the whole way. He traps this down and plays it into the corner. And the whole way there, Pirates is just there to meet it. Something that we didn't get to see in the last match with Plot Twist, where they had difficulties with Sway at the beginning. Sway wasn't able to make those changes. You're already seeing it where Mektos and the rest of the guys on Plot Twist, they're playing fast, they're playing controlled. But the difference being is they're challenging this on the other side of the field, right in front of their net. They're forcing that 50-50 right away.
Shot
gives them a great opportunity.
Out there by Mektos. Pirates does challenge. Now Taroko takes his try at Relly. Relly, nice and calm, just pops it up and over. Now Relly up for this. Already had the 1-goal lead. Mektos is right there. Pirates sends it to center, but Taroko is there. This is an empty net. Mektos trying to fake out Relly. Tries to play off of Relly's touch. Doesn't quite work out, but the offense is on here for Plot Twist. Relly tries to slow play that. Pirates to send it away, and Taroko has to retreat. Relly, oh, good challenge. That's towards the net. Mektos gets her just in time. What a pinch off of the post.
It's a great save. Not giving up. It looks like that ball is in, but he pinches it out. Difficulty, though, is the pressure is still there. Luckily for them, both Relly and Pirates are retreating backwards, so no immediate pressure going to be turned on them. They're able to get boost back. Just a matter of what can they do with it. Starting to see more ceiling shots come out from Plot Twist, which I actually enjoy. The ability to go for some solo plays might open something up. And that's when the team plays can start to come out. So spreading the field, he has a pass across. Can he get the shot? No, easily read again by Relly. He's doing a great job of shutting down these team plays.
Pirates trying to play off of this 50, and Mektos is right there. Grabs the boost. Potential here, trying to carry it all the way across the field. Can't get the flip reset. Relly got a touch on it. And that will be blocked out by Relly again, as Pirates just a little bit out of sync on that. Nice bump by Relly to send that high off of Mektos, but Taroko is right there. Relly again with the save. Mektos high. Pirates can't get the touch he's looking for. Just enough. Now Taroko will finish it off.
All that because of this slow play right here. Rather than taking the direct shot, he's got 2 in net. He's got to find a way to get some of them out. So what does he do? He sets himself up. He passes it off the backboard, forces one to challenge. The second one was just a mistake, and then both players are there to go for a shot. It works out well, and that's the methodical play that I want out of Plot Twist. Things that we saw them in their semifinal match working out here.
Now Pirates, let's see if he can pull off a nice little solo play here. Mektos to meet him from the other side. Relly looking for his center, but that's just going to set up for Taroko. Taroko looking for Mektos. Possible pass play here. Met in the air by Pirates. Pirates is not having any of this. As we hit halftime, Relly can't make anything happen here. Pirates. Mektos is on that side. He's got to be careful with the demo. Mektos challenges. Set up for Taroko. Shot! Relly can't get the touch!
Just fast play style again. You see Mektos, as soon as he recovers, what does he do? He lands. He puts pressure on the player in the corner, so they have to make an immediate touch. That touch ends up being bad. It ends up going off the ceiling and straight down to his teammate. He gets the boost deny as well, and then a shot on target. So this overwhelming pressure. They're doing it, but they're doing it in the best of ways.
Mektos on the pickup here. Relly. I was looking for a pass, but Pirates actually rotated back. He's getting in position here. Taroko to challenge. It'll be Mektos to actually send it away. Taroko playing decoy. Just off the wall. Nice little catch here. Relly reads it decently, sends it to the corner. Pirates to pick up. Taroko challenges, and it's centered now. Taroko just chasing and actually bumps his own teammate. They're going to have to back off now. No, Mektos right back into the thick of it as Pirates sends it up to Relly. Oh, just got underneath it a little bit too far. Couldn't get the shot off. Now Pirates towards the net. Centered. Mektos misses. Relly also misses. Whew. Big sigh of relief there for Plot Twist, as that could have been disastrous. Mektos actually a decent play there.
Yeah, for me, I think the most impressive thing was realizing that he had a back pass available. There's 2 players trying to move downfield, so what does Relly do? He just launches that back towards his teammate. Enables Pirates on the back end to clear that downfield, relieve some of that pressure. Also brings one width, so let's see it settle down here. Taroko, or however you want to say his name, is going to do it himself. He's given all this space, and the benefit here is he's doing this air dribble. He makes sure on this touch right here, he boosts forward a little bit more, which allows him to get underneath that ball and lift it up past that last defender. That feathering of boost, that great control for him, allows them to extend their lead by 2 now, as they themselves are trying to tie up the series. Back and forth again, now this time in the massive sense, not in the meta sense, with these guys in the game being close.
Oh, this could be good. Oh. Double miss, but Relly didn't challenge that. That'll set up for Mektos on the clear. Taroko to chase this down, and it will be a 3-goal lead. I have a feeling that's going to be the dagger, honestly.
I agree, but it's just frustrating to see them do something so well in Spood Height. Like Spood Whip, they move downfield, they've got the pressure, everything's good. There's a double commit on defense, and then they get counterattacked. Like, it just hurts. I know these guys are better than that. They shouldn't be falling for that stuff. They can feel the pressure. They're down by, 2, now 3 at this point. It's just they're trying to go for anything and everything, and that's why these goals are happening.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, they know the time is starting to run out, so you got to put all your cards on the table. But Plot Twist also know that, and so they're just kind of meeting the ball wherever it is. And of course, both Mektos and Taroko have the mechanical ability to do just that, so they're going to. And Spood Whip, this one just kind of got away from him a little bit.
Yeah,
the credit 30 seconds.
Yeah, the credit goes to Plot Twist. It's the way they're playing. Obviously, they're giving them a lot of space. They're just trying to waste the time. I mean, you see this. Normally, we saw Plot Twist challenge these immediately. This is kind of plays that I like from Spood Whip. I don't know why they're just waiting till the last second. Part of it's because they're getting the space to pull it off, but the other part is because of how they're getting creative on offense. One player traps the ball and controls it. The other one goes for a demo, removes that defender. So if they can work that in while also getting the ball first, you can see some success. But as of right now, they're getting beats to just about every ball, and it's making it very difficult.
Kind of pulling the Plot Twist medicine on Plot Twist. As the time begins to wind down, and Really just comes down to if Plot Twist can keep this up more than anything else. I mean, they had so much offensive pressure. They were doing just about everything right. Got some great 50s, some excellent shots, and they're kind of just on fire. And Spood Whip, not a whole lot of answer there. Let's face it.
No, it's really difficult when you have a team that's able to get to the ball first that quickly or challenge it first and create the 50 afterwards. Not only are they getting that initial challenge, but the ball's also pinching across and getting to his teammate.
Yeah, that's a big
one. Everything's just working in his favor. So the parts where Spood Whip looks the best is they're able to read some of these plays. They're pretty telegraphed for the most part. The way that they're positioning themselves, just being able to recognize, okay, if I'm moving the ball down here and his teammate's across the field, we'll just take out that teammate, stand by him. And Relly's been doing a fantastic job. I think that's the big credit for Spood Whip right now is Relly has been positioning himself in pretty much the right spot a majority of the time. It's just been there's a couple of mistakes where they're not there to be able to react in time, where the very fast aggression is overwhelming them. So got to clean that up. Yeah, it's difficult. That overwhelming pressure is not going to deal with it. It's why teams like Cloud9 are one of the best in the world.
Rocco now just circling around. Gonna slow this play down to a crawl. Flip up above one. Pirates reads it. Ektos slams on the brake, sends it to his own corner again. That's a center. Taroko and Relly both going for it. It will be Taroko basically winning that one out as it goes that way. Mektos, Relly, great touch here. He's going to have to catch up to the ball, though. He does just that. Bumping Relly into next week. Instead of hitting the ball, yeah, why not, right? It's really beautiful clear from the backboard. That's enough.
That's what I like to see, though.
The pressure, and you can see the speed of the game has slowed down significantly. It's almost like both teams are starting to feel each other out again as we're in game 3.
Definitely benefits Spood Whip, though, and you saw it on the back end. Even though he gets bumped out and the challenge comes out, rather than committing to it, they won the first 50-50, but he recognizes he's too far away. Even if he does get a 50-50 there, it's just going to remove him, and he needs to get back to cover some defense. So good play by him. You're starting to see it from Spood Whip. They're not going for these challenges that are unnecessary, but they need to go for these as shots coming across. Bar down. They're able to get a save here. Could have been dangerous. They're able to hold on in the midfield.
Super awkward there for Taroko as well. It's Relly's up for this. Taroko right there to challenge Mektos. Beautifully done there. Get there first before Pirates, but Pirates is on this. Now both defenders in the net. Mektos challenged by Relly, gets it past one. Pirates is there, sends it to the corner, falls down. Taroko, not a great position to take his shot, and of course he doesn't quite find that angle as he's coming from the wrong side. Now Pirates gets it past Taroko. Mektos is right there, so of course Relly backs off, challenges at the midfield. Good idea. Sends it off the roof. Now Taroko to pick up. Right back and forth. Pirates trying to read this play, reads it perfectly. Now right down Main Street. Relly takes on Mektos. It dies out. Pirates rotates in, but he has to back off for some boost, and he's just going to wait for Taroko. Trying to make a play, and he makes his way through, but Relly right there. Beautifully done. Great defense here by Spood Whip. Now they need to turn this into an offensive chance as we surpass halftime. And again, it's sent right back. Hard to call this ping pong because there's some strategy going on here. It just keeps getting shut down by both teams.
Yeah, plays are definitely coming out, just not able to capitalize on them. Majority of favor going over to Plot Twist. One for me that kind of was weird is he had the 50-50. He was moving downfield. I think it was Taroko who had the one-on-one, and he went for a fake, but then decided to go for a dribble instead. He ends up just smashing it into the other team, and he loses his opportunity. You need to force that player to come to you, which is what that one-on-one challenge is all about. But he brings it to the other teammate. He has the ability with that space to go for a flick or something, and he waits till the last moment for some reason.
Relly up for this. Mektos, that's just kind of towards the corner. They're waiting for the positioning, it seems like. Plot Twist to draw out Spood Whip. They're playing fairly patiently, and they're trying some ones plays and things. As Taroko finds this opportunity, but Pirates is right there. Great save. Now Taroko picks up this ball. Relly, good challenge. As Taroko does lose control. Relly, very slow play. Leaves it for Pirates. Trying to pull this off of the corner. Mektos is right there. Great prediction. Sends it down the line. Very tense moments here. We might have a golden goal opportunity if nobody scores. Pirates, a huge dunk. This is going to go off the backboard. He might be able to play off this. No, Mektos gets there just in time.
Much better from Mektos as well up on offense.
So tense.
He's, rather than waiting, he goes for a flick immediately, and that's what you want to see, especially out of Pirates as well. As soon as you go for that flick, and obviously you want to be close enough to where it's dangerous and it's threatening.
Oh, Mektos gets up and over
can he get it?
Perfectly done. Mektos right here gets the early flick and above. Right over Pirates' head. Pirates could not react in time, and Relly coming from the wrong side couldn't make anything happen, just couldn't get there in time. With all that speed on the ball from that flick, it was well done. There goes the golden goal opportunity. 0-0 overtime. But this is for the lead in the series, as the score is tied up 1-1. Now Relly out of the corner, can't do anything with it. And that's towards the net. Mektos is already there, so kind of a weak opportunity to that. Mektos gets there first. Relly looking for Pirates. Pirates on the wrong side of the pitch. And I have a feeling this is gonna do it. Plot twist. Taking game 3 in a back and forth game. Wait a minute. Yeah, there it is.
It's a good way to end it.
Yeah, why not?
They had the right idea, though. Relly drew one out. You know, the challenge was coming. They were trying to shut that down as quickly as possible, and he got Draco to go on by, but fortunately went a little bit too high, and it made it too easy for Mektos to come across. He does get a goal for his efforts, but in what was a game that was pretty close in the first two, now a little bit more convincing from Plot Twist, as the score shows. For me, it was more so the ability to adapt. A lot of times, flicks were late, challenges were coming out, but the plays that they did make were more so on the defensive side. There's numerous times where Spoodwhip would start to move downfield, and as they're rotating back, it didn't matter if it was Mektos, it didn't matter if it was Draco, but they would challenge that. They would get involved with that play, which relieves that pressure. And unfortunately, for Spoodwhip, the second player is playing so far back defensively. No one is there to capitalize on that. When you have someone that's moving back towards you and challenging a player, it makes it very difficult for that second player that's waiting for the play to develop to actually make a decision. It's actually a really bad spot to be a part of. I
mean, Spoodwhip had the second player get up close when the ball slowed down, but the thing is, Plot Twist had that thing covered so well that the only way that the ball could go anywhere was away from that second player in the way that they position their cars. So there's a lot of thought that goes into Plot Twist's positioning on defense, especially when the ball slows down. And it's kind of impressive, actually. You can tell that there's a lot of practice involved with these two, and they're communicating on a higher level, it seems like, than Pirates and Relly are.
Yeah, it's just the difficulty for them, too, is they're getting punished when they don't. So I want them to be up in the face and play this slow, methodical playstyle, but they can't because they can't get to the ball first. They're just simply getting outclassed when it comes to aerials and speed and the way the ball's being played. The difficulty is when that happens is there's not really much you can do. So you are playing this super defensive style. You're waiting for an opportunity and a counterattack. But the one time they move up, the one time they start to get that possession, they get counterattacked, and that's what opens the gates for Plot Twist. So kind of a double-edged sword here for them. They just got to find a way to make sure that they're poking the other team first, but so far they haven't been able to.
Oh, Draco on the angle. Gets it in, just sneaks it by Pirates, who flew off of the backboard trying to make the play here. You can see Pirates realizing he was kind of in trouble after that touch with Taroko just advancing. Relly on the wrong side of the play, and that was going to be a tough save either way.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for Pirates. Just kind of lost his groove there. The ball's moving up to the side. He's in the right spot, but with the way that his car is angled, it bounces off a little bit too hard and ends up passing to the other team. Is another flip reset from Taroko. So clean. Look at this shot.
You know, when you don't have the boost to really make it happen. Actually, you know, he did have 100, but you might as well get some speed on it, get it past Pirates, and keep him guessing every time. He doesn't bring it out often, but when he does, that flip reset is dead on accurate.
He's getting a little bit extra power with that second jump as well. He's going the right way to make that save, but sometimes you just catch him off guard, and he does exactly that. Great start from Plot Twist. This is a best of 7 here in the grand final. We're just following the series. First game went over to Spoodwhip in a 5-3 victory, but ever since then, it has been all Plot Twist. 5-2 and 2-0 in the last two. They win this one, they put themselves at match point. But it is up to Spoodwhip there, trying to make some adjustments, trying to make some plays, but just having difficulties keeping up with the pressure that has been coming from Plot Twist. See what they can do here as the pass goes down into the other side of the field, but immediately met by Mektos. Ooh. And then Tarako in the midfield. This could be dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Quick gets the bump.
Relly gets the bump, or bumps, kind of sacrifices himself on the bump, and okay, a pinch. Let's make that happen, I guess. Pirates towards the net. Doesn't have the boost to follow up. It's just kind of relieving pressure more than anything. Relly didn't get the touch he was looking for. An open net. Taroko on the bouncer. Nobody there to capitalize. Now Pirates just has to go down Main Street. He has one to contend with. Off the backboard, Taroko right there. Relly keeping it alive. Pirates has to get back. He doesn't have any play on this. Instead, he jumps, and that slows down the retreat. Relly electing for the boost on that play. Works out well as Pirates was back. Pirates on the carry. Finds the post. Starting to see some pressure from Spoodwhip. It's just got to get that accuracy and try to get it away from Plot Twist, which, I mean, that's kind of a hard ask because they seem to be all over the place at all times.
Yeah, they're just playing a little bit faster, able to maintain that boost. But that play was right. I mean, he had the right idea. There was 2 versus 1. There's one in the lead. Goes for a demo. Fortunately, the demo, he can't catch Mektos on the back end. Because of that, the shot easily saved. So, again, they go back onto defense. The play pushed back downfield immediately by Plot Twist. Kind of having the way with him. Some way, somehow, Spoodwhip has got to find a way to play and match this pace or force somebody out. They were able to do it with slow, methodical play, forcing a 50-50, but the difficulty as of right now is Plot Twist has been there to get the ball after that 50-50 develops every single time. Times that they don't, you're starting to see Spood up on offense.
And, I mean, Plot Twist, they seem more than comfortable with just letting the ball kind of hang out in the air. Oh, opportunity here, but no, again, Plot Twist, both of them in the net, both moving, keeping their momentum going. Seems like Plot Twist are firing on all cylinders right now. Even on the misses, it still works out in their favor as Pirates takes on Taroko on the blue end. Oh, this is an opportunity and a half. Taroko can't recover, and Relly will drain it. This could be the recovery.
Yeah, Pirates was a little bit risky on this one. He was challenging downfield. He knew he had to make something happen. 50-50 comes out and he just keeps pressuring, trying to get in the face of the other team, and ends up pinching out, working for Relly. Finally, they get on the board after being scoreless for over 5 minutes, 6, 7, 8 minutes almost. About 8.5, they finally get a goal, ending their drought.
Ooh. That could have been spicy. Pirates had to turn back on that, though. Slow down Taroko's advance. Allows Relly to get back. Now the boost steal. Taroko and the demo. Looking to demo Pirates now. Now it's 1v1. Mektos and Pirates. Pirates able to send it away as Relly respawns. Chasing down into the Plot Twist end. Demo. Pirates. Shot. Mektos blocks it.
It's just opportunities like that are the ones where they need to score, and they're just playing so passive, and I don't know why. Clearly, these guys are talented enough to get to this point, to get to the grand final. And in moments where they get a 50-50, they just give away the possession. They let the other team take it, because they almost get beat on a counterattack again. They're just playing so defensive when they need to move that up onto offense, because it's part of the reason why they're in this situation they are.
And they keep trying to play off of the sidewall like that. It's just not working. Time to change it up, guys. Go off the backboard. Oh, that's a big demo. Relly has to try to flip his way back. He does. Kind of a bit of a fake out on Mektos as Pirates spawns and uses Mektos to shoot that ball to the other end. You might start seeing the double commit as time begins to wear down, trying to tie this up. Relly, Taroko right there. That's high. Pirates circles around, sends it to the other side. Relly kind of chasing it a touch. They're trying to play this out. Mektos is there, so they don't go for it. Now they're going off for the second touch. Relly out of the corner, towards the center. Taroko right there. Pirates has to challenge this. He does. Not a great challenge, though, as Taroko will keep this alive. Relly, oh, shuts down by Taroko, and Plot Twist go into match point.
Just good play towards the end, and unfortunate for Pirates. He's trying to apply some aggression, trying to leave an opportunity to his teammate, but he ends up pinching it with the defender, and it flies out. Ends up going the other way, and then it's all Plot Twist from there, just able to get a good touch on the back end. And they secure victory, but they are one away from securing the grand victory of the grand final. This is a best-of-7. Plot Twist securing their 3rd match in a row, putting themselves at match point. It's one and done from here for Spood. It is all or nothing. Either they win out or they are done. $1,000 on the line, $800 going to first place, $200 going to second place. This is the last possible match for them. We'll see if they can hold on or if they can start to bring a little bit more of that aggression. Unfortunately for them, they've been playing a little too passive. It's been working out in Plot Twist's favor.
Seems to be the broken record here this series, as Spoodwhip just kind of laying back and waiting for the ball to come to them. I think it's time to start challenging everything. Get up in the face of Plot Twist. That would be quite the plot twist as Taroko fakes out Relly. Taroko is trying to move it down the pitch at this point, waiting for Mektos to get involved. Both Relly and Mektos go for it. Oh, it could have been an own goal. Mektos right there. He's not sure what to make of that play, so he's just trying to buy time for Taroko to get involved. Bit of a double there. Big demo. Luckily, Relly was on the way back there, luckily for Spoodwhip. Loose ball in the midfield. Taroko popped up. Trying to play this one. Doesn't get the flip reset. Not a great touch either, but Mektos is right there to clean it up, and Pirates can't get the touch he was looking for. He was under pressure.
I mean, great attempt. Just doesn't get the connection of it. Taroko pops that up, and you start to see Relly come across. He knows that he needs to find some way to relieve that pressure from Pirates. Taroko just kind of has his way with it. Unfortunately, doesn't get the goal, but it doesn't need to. Immediately backs off, lets his teammates sweep in, and they get another goal for their efforts. Mektos on the back wall, getting bumped by his team. They go for 50-50. He gets a pass. He plays it into the corner. Needs that boost, but immediately put it in the midfield. This is the first time that you're starting to see Spood with some immediate pressure. They put a shot on target. It pays off for him.
Lasers nicely here as Pirates just trying to send it towards the center. Knew Relly was up there. Relly didn't have a great chance at it with both defenders right there, and Pirates, realizing what was going on, cycles it back in and just lasers it top shelf. Beautifully done. And now we're tied here. Spoodwhip just about to be eliminated if they don't win this game. As Mektos looking for the angle, he gets it, brushing the crossbar.
Wasting no time, telling them where they are and what place they're supposed to be in. As right off the kickoff, it pitches to the corner. Mektos is there immediately. He gets the boost, he gets the pin shot, and puts some power far post. Well done by Mektos. Beautiful shot placement.
Less than a minute, already 3 goals scored. Pirates off a kickoff here. Mektos right there, an expert at those kind of challenges, of course. Popped up, Relly right there again. Seeing some speed out of Spoodwhip. We have a breakaway play, Relly towards the net, and it's in.
Going for a little bit of aggressive play here. Mektos gets the initial touch. He plays it in the corner. He goes for a demo rather than retreating to help on defense. It's one of those things I talked about. It's a domino effect. When you play this aggressive play style, everything has to go according to plan. And in this case, ends up slipping by Taroko. Not only that, but there's a midfield boost for him to pick up, so there's no way he's going to catch up. And it works out in their favor.
All right, let's flipping one up over Taroko, and Mektos and Relly challenging themselves. It'll be Taroko to pick up on his end. Awkward bounce off the wall, reads it okay, manages to get control of the ball. And Pirates will send it out. Right back down to Mektos. Relly challenges, flips into it. As Pirates takes control after that.
Oh, no.
It's in! Mektos couldn't get control. I thought that might hit the post, but...
It was going to hit the post. Mektos is just sitting here trying to buy time. He knows his teammate after that challenge is in the other half.
Oh, no.
But doesn't want to leave it to chance. He jumps up and ends up pinching back. Not really pinching, but popping back towards his own net. And just like that, Spoodwhip now on top for the first time that we've seen in a long time.
Pirates on the scoop. I thought that might be a goal there. Sorry to interrupt you there, Lauder.
Oh, there's honestly, aggressive play. I mean, you saw it when he almost had that own goal. When he went for that ceiling touch, I was like, you know, that's not a good play. But the fact that he's going for it, I'm happy because we haven't seen it yet. So they're starting to play aggressive, and it's carried through for the rest of the game. These guys are just going for everything. They're trying to go for demos. They're playing aggressive, getting to the ball first. This is the sight we've been trying to see from Spoodwhip as he just muscles his way through.
Relly just hammers this right there. Not great challenge from Taroko. Mektos flipped past it. It all just careened off into nothing. As Spoodwhip have a 2-goal lead. I don't think we were expecting this at all, Lawler. I honestly thought this was going to be a much closer game, but it is still fairly early now that I think about it. This Pirates takes a shot, trying to draw out Taroko. Relly right back at Taroko. This Pirates pops up for this. Taroko there again, and that speed that Plot Twist has, getting at the ball quicker. Coming into play there, Relly, good stop. Now Pirates. past one. Taroko right there. Had a little more space to deal with that as Relly attacks the ball again. Floater towards the net. It'll be Mektos, a nice pinch clear. But Pirates is right there again. Taroko playing very patiently on the goal line. And Mektos just gets demoed for his troubles. Slow play. I like it from Spoodwhip.
I mean, you're starting to see the difference, and that's what I've been asking for them this whole series towards the back end. Is they're playing passive. They're not going for aggressive plays, but when you mix that in with smart decisions, you saw it with Relly there, and Pirates, rather than going for a challenge, he backs off, he gets in a better position, and then he's able to sustain that offense. So you mix that in with fast aggressive plays and demos, it really is catching off. Plot twist. First time they've really had to adjust to see if they can do it. Obviously, there's a lot of time still left in this match. Matter of can they get 2 goals and another one on top of that.
Taroko. No, he actually likes not to get that. Pirates is right there. Pirates shutting that down. They are all over Plot Twist right now. Talk about a plot twist indeed. Spoodwhip holding on to this 2-goal lead, and they are just not allowing Plot Twist to get anywhere near their net. Finally, there's a clear that comes through. See if they can capitalize on this. Relly popped up very nice. Taroko has to burn his boost out and try to get there, get control of the ball. No help from Mektos. Mektos is on his way back to try to get some boost. Mektos unsure what to do on that play as Pirates towards the net. It'll be Taroko to knock it out. Now Relly right back in there, just keeping the offense alive. Just keep the ball away from their side completely. What better defense is there than a good offense?
I mean, it's about the way they're doing it. So they're launching this ball down to the other side of the field, and then rather than chasing it, they're backing off. But when you back off, it allows them to do this. They smash it down into the net. Plot Twist brings it back within 1. Just a great pass into the midfield. This is what they need to be careful of. The aggressive play style is enabling them to play offense, but as soon as they relieve that, it enables Plot Twist to come down to the other half. And they smash it down into the goal. They get a goal for their efforts. They try to get it again, but just barely missing.
And now 30 seconds left. Plot Twist could take this one. Need to score 2. 1 obviously to score to force the overtime. Spoodwhip trying to stay alive in this tournament. They want that extra $600. Do the quick caster math. But Taroko looking for Mektos. Relly shuts it down. 9 seconds. We've seen Taroko do some pretty good things. This Pirates sends it away. Mektos has to keep this up and alive. Time is dying out. Taroko off of the backboard. Now Mektos looking for the catch. It's awkward. They're staying close to each other. Nice little clear here. Pirates just wants to die this out, and he does. Spoodwhip stay alive.
It only took 3 matches. I say that lightly. But Spoodwhip finally makes some adjustments. It's what we were waiting for. Is the entire match was being dictated by the Plot Twist side, just getting to every challenge first, able to control it however they want. But as soon as Spoodwhip comes out, they actually end up going for a ceiling shot, chasing another player. But it kind of told us how we were going to expect the rest of this match to go. Good aggression, coming out into the face, going for demos, consistent offense for the first time we've seen in 3 matches from them. And they end up being rewarded greatly for it. They let off a little bit. They got attacked for it. Plot Twist was able to bring it back within 1, but in the end, they're able to hold off. 4 goals is enough in a 4-3 bout, but still, again for Spood, they are on match point. They need to continue to do this for the next 2 games, otherwise they are eliminated.
I'm trying to figure out if it would be beneficial for Plot Twist to actually slow the play down, since Spoodwhip have completely gone pedal to the metal. Why not slam on the brakes a bit? Or do that. Mektos from the ceiling. He finds the corner.
Does that answer your question? Whether they should slow it down or not?
And I am happy.
There was nothing slow about that. Immediately up to the ceiling and then right back down. Great play from Mektos. Seems to be his calling card. Is anytime the game starts, he's going to hit a nutty shot. No different here. In game number 6. Yes, game number 6. I know what I'm talking about. I'm paying attention.
Caster man. Really? Right to Mektos. Pirates going to shut this down, try to keep it on the offensive end. He does a little bit, but Taroko is looming. Low on boost, though. Relly, pass. Taroko can't read it, and it's in. We're tied at 1.
Great response coming out from Spoodwhip. Gets the boost to midfield and notices he has a little space. That slight hesitation forces Taroko to go back towards his goal. And then rather than taking that direct approach, he passes it over, and the shot is oh so perfect. He plays it back across his body, back where Taroko was coming from. We'll tie it back up. 30 seconds in, and we finally have the match I've been waiting for in this grand final. Back and forth battle, a chess match at that.
Relly and Taroko clash on the plot twist side. Relly has to lead that. Pirates wasn't quite sure exactly what to do in that situation, so he kind of backed off, gets a decent
What a
challenge
dodge.
here. Shot? No, now it's a shot. Oh, he just missed. Mektos, Taroko on the demo on Pirates. Taroko trying to take control of this. That's towards the net. Dangerous. Not too bad here as Mektos tries to challenge Pirates. Coming off of the wall. Pirates just getting the touch. Relly couldn't read it. This is dangerous. Pirates gets a little bit of a touch, and that just disturbs Taroko's thought. Luckily for Spoodwhip, that goes wide. On the counterattack, Mektos will pop it off the backboard. Taroko, a bit of a miss here, and he's going to play it off the wall instead. Now Pirates right back at him. I kind of want to call this a bit of a ping pong match because both teams, again, feeling each other out after all that speed. Not quite sure who's going to crack first. It's both Mektos and Taroko back off.
I mean, ping pong, yes, but the benefit is for Spoodwhip is when they're making their touch, it's being launched down to the lower fourth of the map. I mean, it's on the complete opposite side in the corner of the blue team. So for them, when they go and make a challenge, if a 50-50 comes out, it's going to be directly in their favor. As a shot comes across, they're going to get it. Mektos can't get there in time.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Back and forth with the ball. Look where it settles. Two players retreating back, and one just parked in front of him. Pirates just taking those bumps graciously as he's just trying to stop the momentum of Mektos coming across.
Just check, check, check. I like it. I like it a lot. Spoodwhip taking the lead here, trying to stay alive in this tournament, would actually force the Game 7 all or nothing. Taroko just going to kill this down, trying to follow it up. Pirates coming off of the ceiling. Mektos dodging the hit. Pass over to Taroko. Taroko, double touch possibility, but it falls off of the transition. There's no way to catch up to that. Hard to predict it. As we have surpassed halftime. Spoodwhip still in the lead as Taroko. Oh, flip up and over and top shelf and in. Oh,
yo, can we appreciate this lack of challenge? So the ball gets pushed away. They've been playing back and forth, so what do? They back off completely. They're like, you know what? You can throw it into our end. We're just going to be ready for it this time. But what he does after is just pretty. He traps it with an immediate flick, catches that, delays it, and then flicks it back across his body. For those that don't play Rocket League, that's very difficult to do. A lot of mechanics coming across, and he makes it look super simple.
It's incredibly, incredibly difficult. Such a mechanical game. This Rocket League is, it's so frustrating sometimes, but Taroko just makes it look like butter, a knife through butter in the way that he can place a shot. Both Mektos, Taroko, I mean, really all four players on this pitch can do incredible things. The scary part is they're not even full-time pros. That's the crazy part. As Relly and Taroko duking it out in Relly's corner. Pirates to pick up. Mektos flicks it up and above, but he ends up on the wall. Mektos can't really recover. Taroko trying to challenge, grabs a little bit of boost. That centers Relly towards the net, and Mektos perfectly placed. They're still tied at 2. Now Pirates over to Relly. Shot not there.
Great pass across. He knew he had someone in midfield, and rather than taking the solo play, the direct play that both players were ready for, he passes it across. They sustain the offense, and they find one finally sneaking it in. But this is what's the difference between Spood. A lot of individual plays for plot twist. No, they're trying to draw them out with pass plays and high lofted touches. Unfortunately, the touch there from Taroko does not pinch to the corner. It settles down. And Spood just surrounding them like sharks, finally able to get another one in. Trying to give us a Game 7, something that I think we'd all be appreciative of.
Popping up for this. That's a miss. Mektos not there to take advantage, so Relly just kind of clears it towards the midfield. They have the lead. They're going to relax just a little bit, and I mean just a touch. Don't want to give plot twist any room like they did just there, but Relly challenges nicely. It forces Taroko try to get a bump on Pirates. It's Mektos 1v1 backwards. Pirates looking for some boost. One-on-one, Taroko stops the play. That'll be Relly to back off. Now right back towards the net. Slow play, looking for Pirates. Pirates wasn't quite there. So no play comes out here, less than a minute left. Mektos can't make anything happen here. Relly, great challenge. Now Taroko on the slow play, gets it past one. Oh, Pirates perfectly timed, trying to break away, but Mektos comes right back in, and with 30 seconds left, Spood Whip is looking strong, but you never know when Plot Twist will make a shot. Mektos going up for it, trying to make said shot as Taroko tries to challenge, and it will be sent away. Spood Whip looking great now.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with Pirates, though. His decision-making so far on a lot of these touches has been great. This is when Plot Twist needs to be careful. Both players on Spood completely backed off in their own corner, trying to make a defensive play, and that's all they have to do. They force everybody into this corner, and by staying back super far, they don't really have any pressure on them. There's nothing coming into the midfield. Everything's been played into the corner, and they make an easy save. 100 boost on both players. They push it out. We go to game 7.
And that's right there is the story. Game 7. Well, I mean, Lawler, we knew it was going to be close. And we thought it was over there when we got to game 5, and then Spood Whip just pulls one out. Beautifully done by both teams, but this is for the marbles. The last 5 minutes of play here at the Beyond 2v2. Possibility here for, I believe, it was Mektos to get higher up on the leaderboard. Was it Taroko? I gotta look. Shoot.
It is Mektos. You're correct.
It is Mektos. I am right.
Yep.
Mektos trying to solidify his top. That's what it is.
Yep. Everybody else behind him, there's 6 of them all tied for second. So
that's right.
We'll see how it plays out. Ball comes down to these 5 minutes, though. As, again, are we going to see it? No, just a little bit wide. Mektos has scored within the first 30 seconds numerous times, and he continues to do it again and again. What a shot from Mektos, just bullying these players, forcing them across. There's nobody there back to make a save. Pirates tries, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, Taroko got that beautiful 50, though. Honestly, that was perfectly placed. And Mektos, realizing immediately what happened, wheeled it around to score it in. Now both Pirates and Relly going for the same boost. Kind of odd. Need to calm down a touch. Realize that this is it. For the good money as Relly trying to make a play here. Slow down Taroko's advance. Mektos is already there looking for Taroko. Great passing play as Pirates catches up to it and will send it away. Mektos right back into that corner. Relly, no boost to play with, so he's going to burn it, trying to get there, just trying to make the challenge. As Pirates comes along, swoops it in. I love these old school plays by Pirates, too. He's not necessarily trying to carry. He's not going super mechanical. Oh, Relly, what a great 50. Taroko has to reach for it. He does get there, and Pirates electing not to take that shot. They're going to kind of back off here. Slow play. Off the crossbar. Draws him out, but Taroko stays fast and makes the save happen.
Unfortunate thing, though, is both these players committed everything. So rather than being able to sweep in and deny that 100 boost, they're now having to play defense as the ball goes down the other way. Taroko, unfortunately, trying to sweep through, doesn't get what he's looking for, nor does he get the 100 boost in the corner. As we go back the other way, he's going to slow it down, see if he can draw out one. He does. He wins the first 1v1. Can he do it to the second? He gets a pass across. He pops it over to his teammate. But both players on Spood already back on defense, but they might be able to catch him out. They do. What a play from Mektos. Just sticking with it. That effort coming across.
So Taroko, usually the aggressor on this 2v2 team, and this time it works out well as Mektos just waiting for that chance to strike, and strike it home he does. A 2-goal lead here with just over 3 minutes left. Plot Twist trying to win this out after losing the last 2 in what we thought would be their tournament to win. Pirates coming through, trying to keep the momentum on the ball. That just sets up for Mektos. They have to back off. Relly right there to try to slow it down. It'll be Pirates with some boost now. He elects not to follow. He sees Taroko pop up. No go. It'll be Relly now. Mektos up for it. Great challenge in the air. Now Taroko up for this. Again, good challenge in the air from Plot Twist. They are so strong at that. Starting to get the chance to flex those muscles as we have surpassed halftime. And Spood Whip have not been able to answer anything at this point. 4 shots on the board, but Plot Twist are shooting 100% this game. just comes to show you that Plot Twist, they're not afraid to let a shot come at their net because they're so confident on defenses. Mektos can't quite make that play happen.
Yeah, since game number 4, it's been 1 goal margin for every single game to follow. So the fact that they have a 2-goal lead is definitely great, but a lot of it has to do with plays like that. Solo individual plays, but no sustained offense from Spood eventually leads one in. But this is just great solo effort, following that off the wall and using that second jump at the absolute last second. The difficulty is nobody on defense moving the right way. Notice how they're both retreating towards their net. They were both drawn in by that one player, rather than someone already being back post and coming across. It makes it real easy for him as he fakes out one. He's going to air dribble past another. Can he do it again? No, really beautiful save. Keeps Spood in this one, but can they do it? 1:35 left. Needing to score 3 goals, not an easy feat.
It's a tough ask for sure. Pirates backing way off on that play. That opened up a huge opportunity, but Plot Twist know they can play this safe, so they just let it happen. Really sends it off to the side. It'll be Pirates with a pickup, looking for a shot. Not a great touch on that. Mektos towards the other side. That will be off. Now another opportunity. Spood Whip. Need to start getting some control on this ball. That could have been a demo there for Relly as well. Decent challenge, but it almost seems like Spood Whip are playing threes plays. They're almost expecting someone to come through. A double tap. Sirocco throwing it wide. Spood Whip again. These look like threes plays, just sans one player. The way they're moving around and the way they're kind of leaving the ball for the next player, it's just not there.
It's just slow. I mean, there's a lot of times where they're just, it's confusing. So the playstyle has changed a couple times, but the biggest and noticeable one is coming out from Plot Twist right now. So they're playing really fast, really aggressive playstyle, right? They're getting to the ball first in the air. They're challenging greatly, but as soon as that ball gets launched high or gets lofted far, both players decide to retreat, get 100 boost, and then wait. And rather than Spood Whip controlling it or holding onto the ball and then moving it downfield, they're like, oh god, they're challenging us right away, and they hit it again. And it relieves that pressure that they were initially under, but only for a couple seconds, because then Plot Twist is right there. They play it the other way, and with only 5 seconds, obviously no possible way for them to get 3 goals here. Congratulations in order to Plot Twist, and what looked like they were going to lose a bunch in a row, they able to hold on. And Plot Twist is going to be your grand finalist and your winner of the $1,000 Astronauts Rocket League 2v2 tournament. Congrats to them.
Congrats to them indeed. That puts Mektos solidly in the lead of the leaderboard. Now, we have been keeping track of wins for all of the Beyond tournaments this year. Of course, it's only the second month, so not too many in there. But Mektos with 3 wins now puts him up on top. And Taroko helping him out there. I believe he should be up there as well. I got to double check that because we only go down to 5 on the boards, unfortunately. But man, I honestly thought, Spood Whip would have been able to really bring it to him a little bit more than that. But
yeah,
like you said, they backed off too much, and that's kind of the end of it.
Yeah, an update on the leaderboard's obviously a big thing for Taroko. He is a clear second now, as he is the only one getting a win tonight. So congrats to him moving in second while Mektos moves into first. Obviously teammates, so that's a big move for them. So congrats. Kind of reminds me of a certain world champion we have that is one ahead of his 2 former teammates, or 2 familiar teammates are no longer a teammate because one went to Dignitas, and that's a whole different story that is really complicated. But talking about Triple Pulse, everybody, he's one ahead of K-Dop and Violet Pen is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so really well played by them. It's like you said, it was a playstyle mix-up. A lot of these games and everything else, and the exciting thing about Rocket League is it is a chess match. When it comes down to it, you come in with a generic playstyle. That's why game 1 is what we refer to as a feeler match, or there's that ping pong, as you mentioned a lot, Ninja Rider. It's back and forth until you determine how are these guys going to play. Is it going to be really aggressive to the ball first? Is it going to be passive and methodical? What are we going to see? And at the very end, they completely changed it up. Plot Twist was playing both in the same match. Really fast, aggressive playstyles of the ball. You saw Taroko do it a ton, where he would get to that ball first in the air. But the weird thing is there was no follow-up after that. When the ball was lofted clear, they would meet it and they push it back the other way. But they back off because they knew they just had to waste time with a 2-3 goal lead. So really able to extend the defense in the right ways. So congrats to Plot Twist, playing it smart, showing that you don't have to be this ball chasey crazy style in twos. which is what I prefer. I like seeing this really methodical, smart play style coming out.
Yes.
So congrats, Plot Twist. Really impressed.
Definitely. I do want to remind everyone of our upcoming tournaments on Wednesday the 20th. We got our $1,000 1v1. There are still a few spots for that. So if you would like to try your hand at some of the players that you've seen on this screen, go check it out. Maybe sign up, see what happens. And of course, Monday, February 25th, we have our big $2,000 3v3 to end out the month. That one is massive. Signups aren't quite open yet, but they will be, so stay tuned to teambeyond.net. We also have a giveaway going on, 3 days left to hopefully for you win a pair of Astro A40s plus a Mixamp TR, a mod kit, a mouse, a gaming keyboard, all Logitech, and the wireless charging system for that G703 mouse that you could win. Of course, follow Team Beyond Net on Twitter for all the giveaway details and, of course, announcements for all our various tournaments here at Beyond. Lawler, you can find you on Twitch and the Twitters and all that, right?
Yeah, it's been in the lower third throughout the day, Lawler_RL, if you guys want to come chat and yell at me or ask me about things Rocket League related. Also been currently obsessed with Apex Legends. I hope Team Beyond starts doing some Apex tourneys, because I would love to outfrag all of you. I would love it. I'm obsessed with the game.
Gauntlet Throne.
Yeah, you can see me in Rivals. You just wait. You just wait.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know. I like it. I like it. Of course, you can follow me at Ninja Rider RL. Ninja Rider on the Twitch, of course. I think I'm going to start streaming a little bit of music making, but I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. And before we go, it is my mother's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom.
Aww.
And with that, we'll see you next week.